What's up, people? Welcome back to Uncensored Minds, episode 153, the world's greatest conversation. We're about to get into the shenanigans. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that live bell notification, say something in the chat so we can see who's all here. Before we get into the icebreaker, I want to get into what's happening with this Israel versus Hamas war because this is an educational show as well. So, does anybody have the details on what's going on with this drama?
Hmm. Well, I know that Nell, you got your mute on. There you go. Go ahead now.
What's up, Sarah?
Actually, who is well invested in this war right now because they are a Palestinian. Somebody I work with, good friend of mine. Well, and we talk often. He's on the side of the Palestinian side, which there's an Israel side as well. And he says for years there's always been tension and fighting, as we've been seeing, and just certain groups of people doing other groups of people not right. Then you have this militant group, which is called Hamas, that is being now labeled as a terrorist group because they've waged war on the Israelis for the things that they've been doing to the Palestinian people for years and years and years. And they just get tired. It's like,
all right, what is our role
as Americans?
Right.
We are allies to, Israel. Okay. And just think, that's almost like the gateway to the Middle East. Right. And outside of Israel, we have no real like allies in the Middle East. Right. Those countries out there in the Middle East are Iran, which is a country that does not bang with the United States. Right. More or less as to the Chinese and the Russians.
Right. So I did see some things in the notes about the roles that our government plays. So being as though our government is the big bad bully on the block, and it's also said that once a war starts, it's only because you've been picking on us and bothering us, and then at some point we just get tired of your shit, so we just gonna bomb on your ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. Yep. The Hamas attacked a group of Palestinians. I think it was about 1,400, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what waged the war.
Not the Palestinians. The Palestinians. The Hamas waged a war on the Israelis.
The Israelis, right.
And the reason why I corrected that is because
there's a difference.
What really said about that.
Right.
That's their livelihood.
So are we mad at the little people for bombing?
No, we just have to. We because they're such an ally, because of where they are at in the world, and because we have such a stronghold with them, we have to protect them. Because if we don't and allow them to fall, that's a problem for the United States in that area.
Right.
Because they have no other area. They would have no other, big force like the Israelis. Army is real powerful and big in that area, and they would have no other ports, no other places to be that would be able to have them have control in that area. That's what it's all about. That's what it's about. It's always about
control. It's always about business. But I do want to say that I think that the only thing that really separates the United States is that when the United States will be like sneakerly do shit. Like they'll just snipe somebody. Like we won't know about it. Nobody won't know about it. They'll just snipe somebody. But when it's some of these other countries, they don't give a fuck about innocent people. Like they don't be giving a fuck. They will just drop the bomb on whoever, wherever. They don't be just to make a point. They don't be giving a fuck. I think that the United States does their shit secretly, and that the other people they don't care.
Right. Yeah, it's casualties of war.
Right.
It's what happens. That's how they look at it, and they don't care. But I feel like, a lot of times the U.S. they move secretly just because it's a lot more at stake for us over here, and it's not necessarily our war. So they're being smart and strategic when they move, especially as far as our troops and our nationals and people that are over there. They want our safety and safety of others to be of the utmost importance. And I think that's why they do that. And I think that's why they're so successful at a lot of the wars as well.
So I want to wrap this up because I don't want to bring the energy down too much, but I want to ask y'all, do y'all see where are we at, World War III or World War IV? Do y'all see that coming in the future?
Big time. Big time. Big time. Typically, whenever the news and the media starts to report things like that, it's on the horizon. Other world powers are strengthening as we are weakening. Believe it or not, I know we think and consider ourselves the big bad wolf, but we have a country that is across the ocean that is preparing for war, and how they're doing it is smarter than thinking, doing it smarter than harder. If you've been paying attention, China is not a friendly virus. We utilize them for a lot of our goods, a lot of our things. So we're pumping money into them. Where do you think their money is going? To funnel their military presence, also strengthening their whatever it's doing, right? Also, what China is doing is actually going into countries like or the continent of Africa, and then going into countries of Africa and building up their infrastructure. Why? Why you say is that important now? So what? They're going into Africa and building up that third world country, because when they can't repay, they take. Right? Country can't repay those loans that they've given them. Okay, don't worry. I'll just take the land. Now I have a stronghold here, giving me more and more power, more and more land, more and more.
So why these other countries are playing checkers, we're playing chess?
Yes, absolutely, and you have them partnering with the same ones that do not like us, have nuclear wars like Iran, like nuclear weapons like Iran, right? Russia, and places of that sort. Wonder why we. And I kind of always thought this was a ruse, right? I was like, man, that's hearsay. But as I get older and get a little bit more mature, I see a lot of things that's happening. We are distracted by certain news. It's allowing that to help other things go on, so we won't question our government on why. Right? We'll hear something crazy about, Biden fell down the steps today, or Biden said this, or Trump said this crazy, or there's been an indictment there to get our attention there.
Well, I always say, don't get fooled by the flim, people. It's always like I tell people all the time. People be like, I want to be an upstanding citizen. I always want to be on the up and up. And I'll be like, that's all fine and dandy, and that's how you should be. But be aware that those people, they scammers too. They just do it a different way.
So a lot of things that is going on, not even undercover no more. It's out in the open, but we just get drawn into other things that will take our attention away from us questioning our own government. So we have to be cognizant. We have to do our due diligence as people of our own homes to make sure that we are putting ourselves in the position to whatever that may be. If our economy falls, how do we combat that? If we do go to war, how do we protect ourselves and combat that? If whatever the case may be, how do we protect ourselves in the event? Because something is coming, we just don't know when, but it's going to be sooner than later.
All right. So, how do y'all feel if they bring the draft back?
Well, I'm too old, and I'm fragile. No, not fragile, but I'm too old.
Yeah.
Have too many health conditions. But what that mean, right? They probably be like, that makes no, never mind. It is what it is. I think there's more people now than it was back then. because you go tap the jails,
Right.
and take those people and put them in war.
Right.
You know, so if the draft comes back, but the thing is, we're not as powerful as we once used to be. Yes, we are, but there are other countries that are all now building up power. But the thing is, they are now conglomerating together to take down the big bad wolf.
Aisha, are you rocking or are you minding your business?
I think minding your business is the safe way to go. I think that's the way that we kind of all should be at some point. But I think in situations such as this, I think there's a lot at stake for us just in regards to our goods and our imports and exports, and then the relationships and the allies that we have with these other countries, that there is no option to mind our business. Like, we have to be there front and center, willing to, put ourselves on the line as well, to show our camaraderie, to show that we care about our citizens as well, because even though it's not directly affecting us, it will trickle down to us.
Actually, I got a question that I ask people. Like, you just got to question certain things, right?
Thanks.
We are a world power, and you
got
places that are powerful as well, right? You see Canada jumping into things.
Yeah, right.
You don't see France and Germany and all of them rushing to the aid of these countries. Why are we the first ones to do it? Because we are the United States of America, and that's what we're known, right? To serve and protect, and just be this world dominant power.
But I also think a lot of those places are like, they are self-sufficient. Like, they work within their own country. They don't import export as much as we do.
Not true, because the Europeans get their oil from the Middle East.
Right.
We get our oil from over there as well.
Right.
So there are countries that depend. These continents depend on a lot of the resources that we depend on as well. I just think that they know that the Americans is going to jump the first, and they don't have to be looked upon as being, oh, you're allied too. I mean, you're an enemy too. Or you're on with them, which they know once if something does go down because of NATO and the powers that be with that are going to come along. But what we have done is we've weakened ourselves.
Right.
We've weakened we've shown on hand too many times. We've left technology in Afghanistan. When they left out of Afghanistan, they left a ton of military devices and a ton of resources back. Don't you think those people are studying those things so they now know how to fight us and beat us with our own things?
All right. So my last question as we wrap this up, I want to ask both of y'all: do y'all think that there will be anything that happens upon our soil?
Who the fuck is screaming? Is that an Eagles play or something?
It just might be. I don't know. I keep trying to mute it because I don't want to cause no commotion. You know what I mean? But the Eagles probably doing their thing.
Control. We're trying to do a professional show here. Get the green team under control.
I don't know. I told y'all I'll be muting. I'm in the corner house. I got neighbors next door, the people out back. Like, she hype whoever she is. She hype whoever she is.
Calm down. It's the second quarter. Calm down.
Shout out to the Eagles.
Y'all celebrate every first down like it's the Super Bowl.
All the time. Why not? Hey, why not? Win, lose, or draw,
the question was, do y'all think anything's going to happen on our soil?
It's going to be real hard pressed that it will, but it will happen close. It's going to happen close because at what point do we then, if it doesn't happen close or real close to home, do we put our whole entire energy into that? Right. No, because we're not affected. Right. In a sense. But it's probably going to happen, and it's going to happen somewhere close. Maybe not in the core part of the United States where we live, but it might touch in Alaska or Hawaii or maybe even Florida, because they might even go through Cuba to come up through the thing. Who knows? And God forbid that never happens. Right. God forbid that never happens. But we gotta be cognizant of what could be.
All right. Before we move into the shenanigans, make sure people, if y'all haven't gotten y'all memberships, go and get your membership now because you're gonna miss out on the exclusive content that drops, and that's where each gets naughty. That's where each gets naughty. So y'all want to make sure y'all get y'all memberships because Nell is also previewing his OnlyFans on there.
Oh,
So make sure if y'all haven't gotten y'all memberships, go get your memberships because you don't want to miss out on the exclusive content drops, people. You don't want to miss out. As we get into the icebreaker for episode 153, each had a lot going on with advice and toxic situations and toxic people. So I'm going to pass each the ball and tell us, where do you want us to begin in this whole scenario of toxics?
I did. I mean, it's been like this past week has been crazy. And before we get into the shenanigans, let me just send some love to my brothers for, just your thoughts and your prayers for me this week. Also to the members who always know when something is going on with each. I promise you, they know when they send me love, they send me prayers. And they just be like, listen, our girl is not girling right now. What is going on? So I just want to send a shout out. Thank you for all your prayers and just sending love to me and my family. Also, please, it is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Go get checked. Please, it is a silent killer. As everybody knows, my mom is battling for the past 10 years, stage 4, and it has spread all throughout her body and continues to do so until this day. So please go get checked. I think 45 is the age. They lowered the mark from 50 to 45. Please go get checked. Encourage your family to go get checked. It is a silent killer. You do not think nothing's going on, and something may in fact be going on. So please go get checked. And also one last thing, sorry guys, shout out to Rhonda. She made me some S-Gang beads, Erotic Zone. She sent me,
Erotic Zone is coming later, people. S-Gang,
yes. Shout out to Rhonda. She sent me a lovely gift, and she also sent a gift for my mom. So I just wanted to give her a special shout out. I love them. I wear them proudly. Thank you so much. Shout out to the S-Gang. What's up? All right. So thank you guys. Now, a lot of conversations have been happening over the past week, and I had this one conversation where it was like, okay, well, if you know your friends or someone that you are, conversing with or conversating with, if you know they're doing something toxic, they're bringing something toxic to the table, how do you help? Do you say something? Do you not say anything? Do you allow the toxic behavior to continue? What's your place? And it's kind of like the question T asks. Listen, do you stay out of it? Do you mind your business? Or do you step up to the forefront and be like, yo, what's up? So I want to know what you guys think because I already know what I think.
All right, let's do scenarios. All right. Nell is whipping his girl's ass.
No.
Nell is whipping his girl's ass outside in public, just for GP, all kinds of things. We're witnessing all these things go on. Nell is whipping his girl's ass, East. What are you saying to Nell? How are you handling? Are you giving advice to the girl? Are you pulling Nell to the side? How are you handling this?
Whipping her ass?
Whipping her ass, dog.
Nell. Stop your shit. Whipping ass. Stop. No. But I mean, I feel like, are you
minding your business? How are we handling this, Eve?
It's difficult because Nell's my brother. Right. So first and foremost, I'm going to want to talk to him because I'm going to want to see what's going on with him. I don't think I would necessarily speak with her because I have no connection to her. And that would be like not minding my business when I should. But as far as, my brother, you know what I mean? I would want not for him to not be in a bad situation, to either go to jail, to either get hurt or harmed himself, and not for him to not impose hurt and harm onto her as a woman. So yeah, I'm definitely pulling some coattails. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up with you? Like, you need to chill, calm down. What's going on? Do you need some help? Do you want to talk? How can I help you? How can I be of service to you as your friend and your sister? So I'm definitely getting involved.
All right, no. Now Isha's the one getting her ass whipped. What are you saying to Ish?
I'm just letting her. I'm here for her because a person is at whenever they're ready to leave is going to leave. Whenever they had enough, they had enough. But I'm just going to be a support system to her, letting her know that I'm there for her. Whatever she want to do, I'm running. What I mean? Even at a point, talking to the fella and saying, "Hey, bro, like that's my sister. You can't put your hands on my sister. Like that's a no. We want. I'm gonna handle it accordingly." But just sitting down and talking to her and just letting her know that, when you're ready, I'm here, and whatever it is that you choose to want to do, I'm always going back and support it.
All right, I pose these questions to both of y'all specifically because there's a thing where it's easier when you're on the outside. It's easier when I don't know you like that. Like when you're not as close to me, it would be easier to give the advice because when there's somebody that's close to you, like a brother or a real close friend, you don't know how they're going to carry that. And now you're separating your friendship or your family or however that leads. That is sticky because 1 minute they can agree with you, 1 minute they can go back to their situation. Now they don't fuck with you, and now both of them don't fuck with you. So it gets sticky.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
Happen on just me and T saying that happened, intervening or stepping in or just saying something, and to flip this switch gets flipped real quick to where now you're the enemy by both parties, and you were just as a place of help or a source of comfort, and it was just totally left. So that's why I said I err on the side of caution, just letting the person know, hey, whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here. Whatever decision that you choose to make, I want to support you, but yet and still letting you know that getting your ass whooped is just not the thing to do. So
So do you guys feel like being quiet? So Nell's taking the softer approach with things, but like, how do you feel for individuals that just are totally quiet? Like, do you feel like that's not being
That's
a
gonna
true friend?
no, that's gonna be me because for the most part, I'm gonna mind my business. Like I might say something to you one time, and then after that, I'm gonna mind my business because that's not my business. Like if you choose to stay in that kind of situation, that's your business. Like nobody can come to me and tell me how to handle my situation that I'm personally in. Now you can be a friend and say I don't think that that's healthy for you, or I would be careful, but you can't like be nagging them every day. Like, no, if you don't stop fucking with them, I'm gonna stop fucking with you, and all those kinds of things. Because the person is always gonna take whatever situation they're in, they're gonna take that like more. They're gonna take that side better. Like, if this my girl, I have to take my girl side, even if she doing some foul shit. So it gets sticky.
I had a conversation today telling my girl, like, yo, I don't get in people's business. I don't ask those questions. I let people come to me and tell me what it is.
Right.
Because it could be you could hit a nerve. They could ask you, well, why? Or whatever. Or it just like when a person come to me, that means they're ready to talk.
Right.
And I'm not being a friend. I'm just giving them their space because I know how it feels sometimes to be questioned and I'm not ready to talk, or to be bombarded with a whole bunch of whys and ifs and ahs and what's going on and everything okay when I'm trying to internalize and process for myself. So, like it's just like T said, I wait until the person comes to me, then we can move accordingly. Until then, I play my position.
All right, now, so are you telling Ish to get out of the relationship?
I don't give no. Look, I can't tell somebody what to do. Now, if let's say Ish is in front of me, we at a barbecue,
right,
and all of us there, and he just started beating the shit out of Ish, then that's a problem. Like, now,
right, we definitely gotta break that up. We definitely gotta break that up.
Breaking it up, I might swing on dog because he hit her in front of me, so that's a little different situation. But I'm not going like if she come to me and say, "Yo, bro, I'm dealing with this nut ass nigga. This nigga's a cornball. I'm gonna just be like, yo, whatever it is that you decide to do, just know I'm here. If you need some advice on why men act like this or why this, that, and the third, I can do that. But me telling you to leave, it's not my place because you need to know when you're ready to leave, when you're ready to leave.
So I'm gonna say on the note of me and Nell have had friends and family that have been in these toxic domestic situations. And we have to just be like, yo, you wildin', but I'm not gonna get in the middle of that because y'all gonna be kissing and hugging later.
Yeah, you seen that all the time.
Y'all gonna be kissing and hugging later.
Yo, I could tell the story now because it's 20 years later. But I seen my homie Mont was dealing with this girl, right? He tried to hook me up with one of her people. So we over there, we doing what we doing. This girl, they wound up getting into a domestic situation. She stabbed him a couple times. He running away from her to get away to keep himself from going to jail, from hitting her. He runs on a public transportation bus. She follows him on the bus, still trying to stab him. Nobody is helping him. Everybody is just looking at her. And 2 days later that night, she was arrested that night. Later that night, he called me, Nell, can I borrow $600 so I can put towards her bail? That's how I knew. At that moment, I knew this is not for me.
I'm not my business.
I'm my motherfucking business.
Yeah, it's not funny, but that's exactly what happened.
Because I was like, man, that's crazy as shit. Like, that's my man. He getting, I mean, she going to jail. But when he called me and said, yo, you think you can give me $600 and drive me down to CJC to pay the bill? And this was like 11:30, 12 o'clock that night. I said, nah, this for me, ain't it? I'm going to stay out of my business.
All right, so I want to ask the people in the chat, if you're on the other end of the toxic activities, are you wanting somebody to give you advice? Are you searching for advice? Are you searching for a way out? Are you searching for answers? No.
I really don't talk to people on my business. I don't enough to be like, yo, can you tell me what to do? Like, I just try to, because at the end of the day, we talked about this in detail. Right. And ultimately, it's going to be my choice. I got to make it. If I'm going to stay, if I'm going to go, or if I'm going to put up with this. And nobody can deter my decision or even offer up their opinion because it's just their opinion.
Right.
Because I might be like, I hate this motherfucking girl. I can't stand this broad. And then an hour later, I'm calling her phone 50, 60 times. So I'm asking her to answer the phone because I want to hear her voice or some shit. Toxicity is crazy. It's so crazy. And we know it's like wild and unnecessary, but it happens.
Yeah. And I think too, like, not all the time is the outside influences or talks what you need at that time, because sometimes it comes at a time where you're emotionally driven and you're not thinking clear. And so therefore, anything that comes in your ear can be perceived to be something totally different, or it's not necessarily what you need at that time. But what I did want to ask y'all is remove the physical out of it. Remove physical abuse out of the toxicity, right? In the toxic situation or relationship. What if it's just verbal? Or what if it's just like not even verbal abuse or whatever, but what if it's just being a Debbie Downer?
Abuse.
What if it's just something toxic that is just not healthy in your day to day?
Wait a minute, are they both hoes? Are they both hoes?
I mean, could be.
Yeah.
I mean, could be. But
no, they both hoes. Look, no, they both hoes. Your friends is both hoes. The guy and the girl is both a hoe. How are you looking at that situation?
I'm on my fucking business.
I'm on my motherfucking business.
I'm still minding your business.
I'm minding your business. One that pays me.
All right. So, what is the question again, Ish?
I was saying,
if it's not physical, what?
Are you still interjecting like, yo, hey, like, you talking to her crazy, or you talking to him crazy, or you
I don't like
negative energy in this space?
I don't like it either way. I don't like guys talking to women crazy, and I don't like women talking to guys crazy. Why are you talking to your people like that? I don't like that. Like, I'm a person that the younger people, how they can be like, no, that's my bitch, like, to her. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm his bitch. Like, that's not cool with me. That don't sit. That don't sit well with me.
I can get away with that.
I don't like that kind of shit. That don't sit well with me.
Yeah, like calling my girl my bitch in front of somebody is crazy.
Right.
My lady.
So from the outside looking in, you know, you or Nell, you see T doing something toxic on a day to day, and he do it in front of you. Like he might be on the phone and he might be like, "Yo, the fuck is wrong?" Like, you know, are you saying something even because it's in your presence, or you just minding your business, you just letting it go here?
Don't know. Don't know the length of what's going on, so I just excuse myself from the room while he on the phone. We're having this conversation. Now, if it's
all right.
Like if he arguing and fighting with somebody in my face, I'm gonna just like, yo, bro, let's step off, let's walk off, because I want him to save face, and I want him to be cool and save himself from some trouble. So yo, let's walk off. Let's just call that right now.
All right, so let's just say it is not in a relationship, but it is a toxic characteristic of him, period.
All
and
right,
you
so
see it consistently.
All right, so they get drunk and they wilding. They get drunk and they just start wilding, though. How are we handling that?
Who get drunk and start?
One of your friends. One of your
homies.
Like, yeah, we got Monte. Like, Monte. A lot of the things that we go through in life. So you got to have a conversation like, yo, bro, you too old for that. Like, you too old to.
I don't even care when you too old. Even when you young, I'm telling you, yo, you're wilding.
Right.
More importantly, you're too old with family, with kids. You got too much going on to be doing all this nut shit. Like, this is childish behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like, getting drunk, acting stupid is wild. Like, you putting yourself in a bad situation. You putting yourself either in jail or possibly getting yourself killed, or you just running down this path of destruction. You got to calm it down. And you're not. And I feel like if you don't have that conversation with your friends, you're not a real true friend.
Right.
Like that, when they self-destructing, like that's like, I'm letting you self-destruct in front of me. How am I consider myself as your friend if I'm not pulling your coattail to let you know that you wilding? Even in the situation, I love y'all too a lot, because I could be wilding and y'all now, yo, calm down, bro, or yo, take a breather, or whatever the case may be, or you ain't got to do that. Because if you don't have somebody that can check you and you can respect that, then how you call them a friend?
All right, Ish, I know you got one of those girlfriends that be like, fuck you, pussy, and X, Y, and Z, and blah, blah, blah.
Thanks.
How do you handle that friend?
Right. And I'm going to be honest, that was the basis
That's where it comes from.
That's where it came from. You know, a friend of mine, we were texting and it was just basically this, and she was just like, oh yeah, I called that motherfucker this, nigga this, pussy that, like, you know, bitch this, and sometimes it's a repetition in that behavior. And so it's like, hey, listen, you know, sometimes we got to realize what's going on within us that is the toxicity, you know what I mean, that is the issue at times. Like, you know, there's a reaction for every action. I get it. Sometimes, just like Nell said last week, I had a tantrum because of the whole Eagles thing or whatever the case may be. Accountability and knowing, like, damn, you know what I mean? Damn, I did have a tantrum. Damn, I am being toxic by calling this man a pussy every other second because he's trying to voice his opinions to me. And so for that, I rebut, like, hey, listen, you got to take a step back and you got to realize what you're doing. And not all the time does he have to be called names in order for him to understand where you're coming from. Like, you know what I mean? You can actually have a down-to-earth conversation and just say, hey, X, Y, and Z, without saying pussy this, pussy you need this, that, the third. And she wasn't receptive, period. Because it's like, well, why not? He give it to me sometimes, I give it to him sometimes. It's even keel.
So can either one of y'all engage in that kind of activity where that is just how your partner moves? Like, that's just how they talk.
Mm-hmm. But you have to know that about your partner too. Like, right, you have to know that.
Right, but I'm asking, you know this about your partner. can y'all both engage in that? That's just how they talk.
I say I can. I say I can only because not all the time does a person who speak like that or who chooses to express themselves like that. That's just who they are. If you get to know them, like their heart is good and their intentions are not always vindictive and hurtful and spiteful
Right,
as they speak.
but I'm speaking on this is the person that you're talking to. This is the person that you're engaged with. Like you can handle it.
Handle the talk.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I can't handle it. I'm not saying that I won't feel some type of way about it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that there won't be times that I react to it or I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? But I feel like if you know your person, then you can kind of know that not all the times are their style of communication always the best.
Right. Go ahead now.
Yeah, I mean, if you dishing it,
right,
you gotta be willing to accept it.
That's what I mean. Most of these people that are dishing can't take it back.
And people will do this. They'll cop up. Oh well, you went too far, but you started it.
Right.
If you're not for that energy, don't put that energy out there in the first place. Right? If you're not for that and you can't handle that, or you think that somebody is being overly too aggressive, don't even put yourself in a situation to even have that be the case.
That's what I mean. This is the scenario now. She's talking to you crazy, but as soon as you say something, she's cowering.
Yeah. Or they cop and please, or now you've become overly. That's why I said you can't punch somebody in the eye and then say sorry and then tell them they can't respond back how they respond back. Like, you just can't do it. So just keep your hands to yourself if you're not for that action, right? And I just think people fail to realize they think they can say what they want to say, and they think they can do what they want to do. But the moment somebody else come with that energy that they can't handle, now all things that's went out the window, and oh my God, you so hurtful, and
that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to entertain it, because if you say something crazy to me, like my mind is going to go to throw her down the steps or something like if you like, because why you talking to me?
Not throw her down the steps.
I'm gonna try to tell you that.
I'm saying, why you
damn, like that? Brace yourself, lady.
But again, that's the difference with, like, I'm not emotional.
Right.
So me laying in that emotion with you and you arguing back and forth with the emotion, I'm not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. There's no emotion involved. It's just the straight. I heard disrespect. Like,
yeah, I heard. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I'm not. My conversation ain't lead by emotions. I heard the disrespect and I'm responding to the disrespect.
Yeah. See, I don't. I'm not the responder. I'm not the responder. I'm the actioner.
You want to the
actioner.
Switch.
Yeah,
I'm the actioner. Switch. And that's what I be saying. Like, when I tell somebody, like, yo, chill, enough's enough. You got your shit off. I got it. And they still want to go there and they still want to play with you. Now it's a problem.
Right.
Because now you activating a different activation over here. Like,
I'm saying.
You know, but again, we're trying to move off of that. We're trying to be on that. I ain't be Kevin Jr. out this motherfucker.
Thanks. I'm trying to chill. Like, that's why I be like, watch your mouth. That's why I can't take the talk. Like, you can't.
Yeah. I can't do that either. And that's why I be trying to get people out, because the first thing I ask me before I go into Gotti mode is, what you talking about? Because I'm giving you opportunity to explain to me a little bit so I can kind of calm the fuck down. But if you still on that shit, I'm on it.
See, yeah, I'm gonna just look at you and I just need to see the distance, like how far you are from me. That's the only thing that matters. Like, if you across the room, you can pretty much say anything.
But this is the thing, though.
But if you in my reach,
yeah, people not to play with play with me in my face no more, just because of what if we've had interactions like that. So I find now that it comes in the form of text. And then when I try to be mature and grown up and not entertain it and just allow the powers that be let everything cool out, here come all the other bullshit. I know you see in my text. Here Here come the other shit. Now it's adding to the aggression. Because I'm just trying to be mature and say, all right, when we have opportunity, we can have a conversation. We can talk once we both calm down. I'm not entertaining that because I'm just not on that because I prefer to do things in face to face or person to person. I'm not going to text back a whole argument. That's just not what I'm doing.
All right. So my last question on this: if you're involved with a person who gets off on this kind of stuff, will you engage?
The Nell and me is always going to engage, man. I be trying not to. I be biting my lip. But the Nell and me is sometimes I give the benefit of the doubt, sometimes whatever.
Aisha, are you engaging?
Yes.
He said yes for you, Aisha.
He said yes for me. Yeah.
Let us know in the chat if y'all like a little nasty attitude just to spice things up sometimes. Because Nell say he with it.
But you know what though? I'm gonna keep it a bean though. Those interactions chip away at me a little bit by a little bit by a little bit. It takes a little bit away from me. It takes the allure away from me a lot, like a little bit. It chips away at that. You know what I mean? Because those are things that can be avoided. Okay. Those are things that if we just pump our fucking brakes and chill, cool. Like I'm letting you get your shit off. You just sent me a whole joint. I don't gotta respond to that. Right. But I'm gonna entertain it at some point, but I ain't gotta respond right there. Like, cool, you got your shit off. That's how you wanted to get your shit off. That's how you got your shit off. Now, let that go. Like, do we hate each other that much that if I don't respond, like we're never gonna conversate with each other no more, converse with each other again? No, it's not. But you got your shit off, so let that be it. And when we have a conversation, that's when we can have a conversation. But now the conversation will be different because we ain't on that emotional playing field of just battling each other. We can just be like, all right, yo, you said this, you said that, cool, I get it, I heard you. How can we fix?
That's how I feel, Angelia. Like when I was younger, I was with that shit, but now let's compete in love. I don't want to compete in who can be the pettiest, who can fucking argue, all that kind of shit. Can we compete in love? Oh, yeah. Man. Can we compete?
Let's do that.
I want to do that nastiness, man. All right, man. We're moving on, people. Make sure y'all get y'all Uncensored Minds gear and all that above, because this next shit that I'm about to get into, I hope y'all are prepared. All right,
I'm ready.
Now, Nell. Nell has said something about accountability. Ish has said something about manipulation.
Oh,
I'll start this off by saying, ladies, y'all know that I love y'all, and I want to send out some love. I want to send out some love.
Hold on, I gotta go.
Not the man.
I gotta
go. I love y'all. I promise you. I love y'all.
Show me your shirt, Tay. I don't think
my shirt says "Eat shit, die" because that's what y'all want us to do.
This is where I sign off. Have a good night.
Yeah, bring your ass back, Ish. So I want to say to the people, man, and I want y'all takes on this as well, because I think that a lot of women are lost. And when God was handing out that line for logic, they went to the food line. Now, like they went to the food line. Like they
bye.
They wanted some fried chicken, whatever the fuck they wanted. They went to the food line. They skipped the logic line because the question is, should we go back to traditional roles, 50-50, or does it even matter anymore? Because what I'm seeing and hearing from the people is like when somebody's in a traditional gender role where the guy is working and she's the stay-at-home person, then they feel like he's controlling me. I have to wait for him to do everything that I want to do. I don't have my own say. So that doesn't work. They don't want to stay in the traditional role. So then we go to 50-50, right? They definitely don't want to do 50-50. So we go to 50-50 and they're tired. They don't want to perform their duties. They don't want 50-50 either.
Yeah.
So does it even matter at this point? Because I feel like majority of women are lost and they say they want one thing, but then when they get that, they realize they don't want that. And also, shout out to y'all women because I know that y'all have experienced a lot of drama, a lot of jadedness, a lot of ain't shit men, things of that nature. But at some point, you gotta let it go. Sorry, I hate to be the harsh one. I hate to tell y'all the truth, but at some point, you gotta let that shit go. You can't keep holding on, so let it go. So I'm asking both of y'all, should we go back to the traditional gender roles? Is it better to be 50-50? Or does it even matter at this point? Because a lot of women, sorry ladies, no, you might not even know this, but a lot of women, they live their life based in fear and worry. They fear and they worry about every fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's cheating. What the kids doing? X, Y, and Z. Is the bills gonna be paid?
Does he really
All
love
of these things.
Hmm.
They live their whole life based in fear and worry.
Okay.
So where are we going, people? What do y'all think is the move? Should we go back to the gender roles? Y'all want to do 50-50? What are we doing? Does it matter at this point? Because we keep on saying we got to find balance. Nobody ever finds fucking balance. We keep on... Nell, how many times has a lady said, I was healing myself. I need to heal. Nell, how many times has a lady said, I got healed. I fixed it. How many times has that happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'm lost. I need answers, people. Somebody give me some answers. I need somebody to say, I fixed something. I did the healing. I changed my behavior. I let some shit go. What are we doing? What's up, people? What's the word?
Well, I think the lines are definitely blurred. So I think at this point, to even try to say that, we should go back to traditional gender roles or even 50-50, I think the lines are so blurred and, individuals have their mind made up as to how they fit into a situation or relationship that it would be hard to even go back. Even if they wanted to, I think it would just be hard to conform back to that. But if you were to ask me which one, I would say definitely the gender roles would be what I would want to go back to.
Now, what's your answer?
Traditional.
whatever togetherness looks like, that's what I want. Whatever that is. If it's 100% me or 90% me, 10%, I just want a together type of situation.
All right. Let's stay right there now. In your together situation, how many times has the female only been concerned about her side? I mean, are we going to have an honest conversation?
No, exactly. But that's right.
Because we far too often do we hear what's going on in the comments right now. I'm a money. It has nothing to do with money for us. The relationship goals for us is not about what you can do financially. I don't need that from you. What I need from you is things that I can't give myself: compassion, understanding, balance, a sense of we're in this together. Right?
No. Hold on, no, because I don't want to lose this point. My bad, but I don't want to lose this point. I'm glad that you said what I need from you. How many times have you? This is just an example, so catch it.
Let's catch it.
So catch it. How many times have you said, I want the red one, and she gave you the blue one because that's what she wanted to do?
Many times, right? And again, we digest it and just go off of, all right, that's what it was.
Can you do that to a woman? Or will she be like, fuck no, nigga, this is not what the fuck I asked you for?
or say, or have an issue with it. Yes,
Right.
and that happens. And again, this is not a beat up session.
Right.
We don't. This is not a beat up. And I want people to understand, this is not a beat up session. This is just a come in the truth session where when we're heard and understood, then we move differently. We don't move with caution, right? Because far too often there's so much caution that we step with because of the fear of oh, her feelings are going to be hurt.
Right.
Oh, I'm not pleasing her the right way. I'm not loving her the way she wants me to. But we need to feel that same thing, right? We need to feel the same thing. It's times when it's just, I want you to plan a date for us. Because ultimately, we're both going to benefit from the date. I shouldn't have to always come up with all the ideas. I shouldn't have to come up with the ideas, drive the car, pay for everything, do everything, and make sure that you have a good night. Yes, I'm going to do that. But when does that help? When did that come back and make it on me? Right? When does it ever, I'm gonna plan a vacation for us to go on because he does so much, or he doesn't get enough, credit, and it don't even come down to little, like material things. It just be respect. Well, all we want is to feel appreciated and respected. That's it. I don't need you to go out here and make $1 million. I don't need you to come and clean the whole house up. I don't need you to fold my clothes. I don't need you to cook me dinner. I just want you to respect and appreciate me as a
No,
man. And I'm going to respect and appreciate you as my woman.
no, when you say that, I need you to say to the women, listen to my words of what I want and need. Don't take it upon yourself to create your own narrative, to create your own judgments of the things that you want, I need. I'm telling you the things that I want and need. Listen.
But then when we say those type of things, is, oh, you don't trust my judgment, or oh, you're being ungrateful, or oh, it's always something that comes behind it, and it puts us in a position to where the things that y'all say all the time that we don't do is communicate. How can we? When we communicate and say the things that we do, that we need or we want, what comes with that? But you don't do that, or but my feelings. It always comes with a comma and the word but, and then a whole paragraph and narrative that comes with it. The things that I said wasn't even heard, was just glazed over, and you told me all the things that you wanted, but never listened to the things that I said I needed. And it's only small little things that I need.
All little things.
Small little things. All I ask for is respect and appreciation. I'm
All
not
right.
to kiss my ass. Just appreciate my presence. Appreciate me as your man. Appreciate me as Darnell. That's it.
All right. Now, I want to go down this worry road real quick. So now, and this is just a small example. No, when you go out on a date with a girl, do you ever sit there and worry, like, is she just hungry? Does she like me? Like, any of these things, do you have any of these worries when you're with a female?
She with me for a reason. She here. Like, out on this date because she likes me or whatever. Even if she just with because she hungry, I don't got time to be sitting there worrying about that.
These things are not a fucking worry to men. We don't sit around and worry about the shit that y'all worry about. This is the thing that fucking irritates me the most. That women create their own fucking problems and issues and then drive themselves crazy with the stress of the shit that they created themselves. Now, and I was having a conversation, or I got into a conversation where a girl was saying that she smokes because she was stressed, right? So I said, well, what are you stressed about? And she said, I'm stressed because I got this house and they're trying to raise my mortgage or whatever. And I said, you know that this is lifing. This is what that is. This is lifing. If you sit around and you stress yourself out about lifing, you're never going to be able to enjoy your fucking life because you're sitting around stressing.
But you know what the beautiful thing of that is? If you got a man that the moment you lay something on him, instead of him questioning or whatever, he goes into action. then you should say, damn,
No, not only if you have a man to help you, but if you are a woman who stands on your own. You wanted this house. You
but
have to know what that comes with.
regardless
You
of that,
have to know what these. Hold on now, because they fucking jump out of the window and they be wanting shit and they don't know what it comes with, and then they fucking fall back and get stressed out about it. You know that this is the shit that it comes with.
that's life. That's
It's
life.
life.
That's life. But one thing for sure, too, for certain is nowadays you're not going to find people that is willing to help you help yourself and want nothing in return but your happiness. Want nothing in return but to make sure that the burden and stresses that that you've gotten into or that has fallen on your shoulder has now been helped by somebody who does not have a stake in the game and only wants you to come out of that unscathed and happy. Far too often, there's guys, and Eve said this before, and it kind of left a burn on my heart a little bit, right? When she's and this is her truth, so I can't knock her truth, right? But a good man ain't a man that go out there and do this and do that. Yes, the fuck it is. Cause you not finding no nigga out here nowadays that is just going to do for you and not respect anything in return, but just want to make sure your path is a little easier if that nigga ain't a good man. So we need to stop putting that narrative out there because the narrative was put out there just because that nigga did something, abort this or that he ain't no good man. That ain't no regular man. Because regular niggas and regular people ain't doing that. Right. And this ain't no knock at Ish, so please don't take that. But what I'm saying is far too often people that try to make your life easier is the ones that always gets beat up the most. Always is the ones that they know is going to take those beatings because they care enough to stay there and be there.
All right, what's your thoughts, Ish? Because I got some more shit.
So we have these conversations often and they kind of overlap sometimes. So the thoughts that we've stated are always there, and pretty much everybody stays even across the board in regards to what their stance is. We've said that women, center mainly in emotion over logic, whereas men center mainly logic over emotion. So, that is always at our forefront. So we worry because, we always want to have things in order. So if our mortgage is raising, you know what I mean, we're going to worry. If, we feel like we're not being everything to him, we're going to worry. If we feel like we didn't make his lunch right, we're going to worry. And I get it.
Can we say there, because y'all worry in a sense of perfection, but y'all don't work for perfection. Mm-hmm. So that's where I get lost at.
Yeah. And I do agree with you there.
That's the part where I get lost at. Like, where's the work towards this perfection? Like, this is the shit that tickles my fancy, is that a lot of people, not only women, but a lot of people are one-trick ponies. So if you're a fucking one-trick pony, how can you even have a thought about perfection?
Right. And I agree with you there, because a lot of times we find far too often that there are a lot of people that have the gift of gab, right? And they talk a bunch of, but when it really comes down to the work and what they're putting in, it's non-existent. And we see that a lot. You know what I mean? And I don't disagree with you there. I'm basically stating that, a lot of the times we live in that emotion and we live in that worry because we want to be ever so. It's not right, but that's just where we are with it. You know what I mean? As far as the worry goes. But
I get it, right? I got a question. So we've all had the opportunity to be raised by a woman. And a woman has told us, be the best you can be. Don't get tricked out of your spot by emotions, right? Use logic. Being logical over emotions will get you further in life. So how come that same advice is not taken when it comes to their own life, but they're quick to offer up?
Because they don't feel like they have to do it because they are women.
No, it's not
Guess
that.
what?
Not
Guess
all the
what?
time. I can't speak for every woman, but not all the time is it that. The majority of the time, it is not just because we are women and that is just it, and you're going to eat shit and die. It's not just solely that for some of us. For some of us, it is us putting in the work and still not being perfect and worrying about that fact just enough. You got some of us out here that's pumping, pumping, pumping to be in every aspect, to be a good mother, a woman, a good worker, a good friend, a good daughter, mother, sister, whatever. Like, you have individuals that's out here pumping to be perfect and falling short and worrying about falling short and worrying about how that looks. So it's not all the time just
right, Ish. But that's the part that y'all get fucked up, because in some form or fashion you're gonna fall short. That's not the problem. The problem only comes when you don't put in the effort.
mm-hmm.
That's where the problem comes
Right.
in. You can fall short. You're allowed to fall short. You are human. You are imperfect. You're going to fall short at something. But as long as you're putting in the effort, then that's cool. It's the part where you don't put in the effort and then you still going to be looked upon as perfect. You're not even putting in the fucking effort. How do you think you're perfect?
All right, so let me ask you something. If we say an effort, you know, if you got an individual that's putting in one specific thing, right, and then not the other,
that's the one trick pony shit.
That's what I'm saying, but that's all across the board. You know what I mean? Like,
right, but
just because you're doing one thing,
that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to get across. That's the problem. You cannot be a one trick pony. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Moving along, like a lot of times people get attitudes or like this vacation shit. Yo, I'm telling y'all, this shit fucking burns my soul because I hate the idea of it because it bothers me because I look at things in a different space. If that's some place you want to be, or if that's something you enjoy, the money you spend on that vacation, you could put that money together and get a deposit and go live there. What the fuck?
So not going on vacation because you don't believe in vacation?
No, I'm saying, what is the point? I'm saying if that's what you want, go live there.
That's not true.
Why not?
Because it's places that you go on vacation just to enjoy, to see the different parts of the world, to see this and see that. You don't necessarily gotta live there.
My nigga.
Yeah, bro. For an example, I lived in Georgia for 4 years. I thought that was going to be my home for the rest of my life. I realized that it did not give me what I needed to sustain.
Okay, let's stay there. So that place didn't give you what you wanted or what you needed.
Absolutely.
There's other places.
It's other places, but I'm back here now.
Somewhere else.
Where I'm at is giving me what I need right now.
I'm saying I would rather move somewhere that I would be happy on a regular everyday fucking basis than somewhere that I'm going to vacation for a week and be happy for a week. I don't want to be happy for a week. I want to be happy every fucking day.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But there's times when you want to get away from whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why are you in a place where you want to get away from? I don't understand that.
It might not be sand and water around me. It might be snow and ice around me.
This is what I'm saying.
That situation.
So move to a place where there's sand and water. That's what I'm saying.
But that might not be the move that I want to make for the rest of my life. That might just be what I want to do for a week or two. And come back to reality. My reality is this.
That's what I'm saying. You can create your own reality.
You can create your own reality, but that's something that you got to be willing to be, and you got to be willing to know what's best for you. What's best for you is what you doing, not what somebody else tells you to do. And that's what's wrong with people. Everybody is so worried about what somebody else is going to say, right? They post shit on these social medias and they wanted to, and they don't get a certain amount of likes. They switch up the narrative. One narrative can be, I hate the world. But then if the world don't like that posting, oh, I love the world and I love everything in it. It's the bullshit. People is putting on for likes. People is putting on for attention. And that's what's wrong with the world. It ain't never what's best for me and what I got going on. It's always
No. The basis of what I'm saying is that if you need a vacation to escape your life, fix your life.
But my life is coming.
That's what I'm saying.
My life is going with me when I go on vacation. I want to see the world. I don't want to live there.
Right. This is what I'm saying, Nell. I'm not talking about that instance that you're saying. That's fine. I'm speaking about the people who be like, I hate my life.
Okay.
I hate where I live.
And do something
and
about
X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and that's the people I'm talking about. It's the
Fix your life.
It's the talkers instead of the doers.
Right.
We got a percentile of people that are talkers and don't do.
Right.
And then they get upset when their life continues to go the way it's going because they are all talk.
Right.
If you want change, fucking change.
That's what I'm saying.
The best you to be
towards it.
Work on you and be the best you. If you want to go out here and you want to have an amazing relationship, be the common denominator in that equation to make sure that you're doing everything you can instead of blaming somebody else. And that's far too often what is going on out here in this world. That's why there's no 50-50. There's no parity and togetherness anymore. It's all about, if you ain't meeting my needs, then I can't do this. If you ain't giving me what I want, then I can't compromise. But the compromise comes into working and understanding your partner and y'all figuring it the fuck out. Nobody don't want to do that no more. Everybody want instant fucking results, but they don't want to put in the work to get the results that's going to continue on this instant gratification that they want. They don't do it.
Now, can I ask you a question? Look at my shirt. Is eat shit and die not a real thing?
Very much so.
It's a fucking real thing.
Very much
so. And this is what y'all want us to do.
We here to change, and we hopefully here to change the narrative to where I don't want to just eat shit and die.
Y'all want us to jump out of the window and do all these things to make y'all happy, and I'm all with that. But do it back.
Do it back.
Why? Why is this even y'all?
That's
this
all
is
I'm
craziness.
Saying. Where the fuck is the compromise? Do it back.
It's not crazy, Ish. Why is it crazy?
No, I'm just saying it's crazy that y'all would have to even deal with that. Like, I mean, if we were to, and I don't speak super highly of myself as far as being better than any other individual, but I do say sometimes I don't know what that be about. I don't know what that be like because I don't move and I don't operate. I can't relate. But what I'm saying is I can relate to upper echelon shit. Right. Like I can't relate to making somebody that I lay down with or somebody that I'm calling my partner or somebody that I'm involved with. I can't relate to that mentality, eat shit or die. Like I can't relate to making a king be anything or feel anything less than a king at any given time, no matter what we're going through. So I can't relate to that. And that's why I'm saying that's wow. That's crazy. You know what I mean? To even have to be in the presence of that. And I feel like that's where I agree with you guys as far as the jadedness being something that needs to be kind of released. And if you want to try to heal and do the work, then do it fully and wholly so that you can experience, true love and return it and reciprocate it, not the underlying basis of all women just want you to eat shit and die. That should not be the narrative.
This is why eat shit and die is the narrative. Nell said something like last week or so about having grace for your partner. Now, when it comes to us as men, we have to always have grace for y'all. Y'all want us to do what y'all want us to do yesterday. The shit that y'all want us to do for y'all, we need to do it yesterday. The shit that we want y'all to do, wait, hold on. I'm healing. I gotta fix this first. I'm working on this. I'm thinking about it. Give me a minute. Hold on, my where's the grace at? Where's the grace at? That's all I'm asking. Where is the grace? That's why we have to eat shit and die. I tell people all the time, hold on now, because I tell people all the time, the deeper the relationship goes, the less the man gets. The deeper the relationship goes, the woman wants the new house. She wants the new car. She wants another baby. The less cooking she's going to do, the less fucking she's going to do, the less talking she's going to do. So then when that man gets attention from another woman, you looking at him crazy because he's entertaining the attention, but you're not giving it to him anymore.
or you
So
give,
what are we
or you
doing?
give more arguments
Right.
and you give them positivity, and that's understandable, right? So we sit on here and we talk our shit, and people gonna say, "Oh, well, what are you doing? Are you holding yourself accountable? Are you doing the things you need to do?" I'm not perfect, but what I do is I learn from my mistakes. If I've done something
Right.
that was displeasing, and I internalized that, and I really did the necessary steps to get that fixed, I'm gonna do everything I can that is going to be an issue. I mean, going to be a remedy to better my relationship. I'm going to do that. I'm just not going to throw to the wind and just be like, oh well, it is just what it is. No, and we get tired of hearing that shit. Oh, that's just our emotion. That's just me being emotional. I'm tired of that just being emotional shit. Because at what point does that benefit you?
Right.
What do it benefit us? Where is it? Where's the parity in that to where we're growing from you just off the emotion of it? When we have to be logical.
Hold on now. Angelia, this is correct. You can give a man everything he wants and he still will entertain other women. That is a part of life. Sorry. That's the harsh truth of it, but that's what it is. That can be the same way for a man. A man could give you everything that you say you want from him, and you can still entertain other. It can work on all sides of the fucking coin. Don't ever get that misconstrued. What I'm saying to you is give yourself a shot to say I did my part.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Comments like that, and I laugh because y'all think that y'all know what the fuck we want.
And don't
And
even listen to us.
That because y'all doing something, that's what we want.
Right.
But
You don't
the
listen to the shit that we
you
want.
ask the person what they want, it will be totally different than what you are doing. And that's not on nobody's statement. It's just the reality of the situation.
Facts.
It could just be something as simple as, I want you to chill the fuck out. I want you to stop with the bullshit. I want you to stop being emotional. I want you to stop with this and that. Or I need you to be a little bit more present. And y'all, and that flies over heads.
I told you, man. When they ask us for something, we have to do exactly what they ask us for, how they exactly do it to a fucking pinpoint T. When we ask them something, they're gonna do it how they want to do it. And then that's what the fuck it is. And that's why my friend said you shouldn't die. That's what fucking
this is why. No. You know this is why. You know what's so crazy about? You know what's so crazy about shit like that? Is that's why I don't understand the concept of dating. Because people will say, "Oh, I'm dating." You know what you're doing? You confusing the other niggas that you are potentially trying to be in a relationship with. Oh, I'm dating this one, that one, and that one. So when you lock down on one person and you told them that you dating, how they taking you serious? How? So you played yourself, and when you put yourself in positions to be dating with this guy, that guy, talking to this guy and that guy, and now you want them to take you serious, and you want them to say, all right, well, oh well, I wasn't dating nobody else, but I know you was, or I'm not talking to nobody else, and nobody else is entertaining me, but you was. Like, that's why I said we play a slippery game of this bullshit, and then we catch feelings when we get exposed to bullshit. If you're not for it and you can't handle it, don't do it. Don't. Stop with the I'm dating shit and focus yourself on one nigga at a time. Because if it get out, oh, he was talking to somebody else or somebody from his past resurfaced or whatever, you can't handle that, then you gotta understand that you put yourself in that. Everybody do dumb shit.
Right.
I just want to know when they're gonna listen.
It's called fix your shit.
Well,
everybody else. At some point, we gotta realize that we all flawed and we all got some shit with us. And the moment that we start fixing our shit is the moment that we can start to sit here and we can question anything else.
Right.
Be selfish to yourself and say, you know what? I'm selfishly over here working on Nell. I ain't got time to worry about what the fuck she doing because I'm too worried about fixing my shit. So when I come to the table, I'm half decent to be able to move, to offer some shit, to be of something.
Right. This what
y'all imagine if
hold on now. Go ahead.
No. But I'm piggybacking off of exactly what Nell is saying too. I feel like there are triangles, circles, and squares. There are multiple triangles that fit what you like and what you need and what you want. I feel like far too often we are triangles trying to fit in squares or circles trying to fit in triangles.
I don't believe it always circles back to that. I do believe in alignment, but I also believe in more times than not, women change.
Okay.
I believe,
but
I believe that everybody want to play a victim. Like, oh my God, something was done to me wrong, so I gotta be fragile and shit.
Right.
No, and I agree. And I think that instead of people just saying, hey, this is what the fuck I want, and this is what the fuck I like, and this is how the fuck I am, I think people are trying to conform other people to be how they are. And that's what I'm saying. Circles, squares, and triangles. Align yourself with others that are on the similar path as you.
Right.
Like you can't make somebody that wants to date and be out there or whatever conform to a certain thing and vice versa. And I think that's where the issue is coming in.
You know what?
I agree with that alignment part. I always say that. My problem comes in the change because we were once aligned and now you changed.
You know
okay, so what happens in that change, y'all? Does
it
the change encourage?
It could be a multitude of things. She could get older. She could have a baby. She could, whatever it may be.
No. You know what it is? I want you to be perfect while I'm flawed.
Right.
I want you to be perfect. All the shit that I want you to be it. But I can be flawed because that's who I am.
Right.
And don't you dare try to change me. Who are you to try to change me? You knew what you was getting yourself into when you got here. So why are you trying to change me into something else? But you got to be perfect for me, motherfucker. And if you not, then I'm going to raise hell until you figure it out.
Facts. Now what we doing with that?
Right. So, but here's my question, because I'm trying to understand both sides of the fence, right? So what happens in that case? Like where there are faults on each
we
side.
are working overtime to be perfect.
That's what happens.
We're working overtime. Our shit. We are working overtime to fix everything that we're supposed to fix, and we're doing everything that we can while they do nothing.
That's insanity.
That's
insanity.
That's a
but it's life, and that's the life of a man. I get you, right? Let me ask you.
That's the life of a lot of relationships. Right. I'm not just going to castrate women and say that's the life of a man. Yes, we deal with that a lot. The two of us can speak glowingly of that, right? But what I will say, the parity, and this is the question about, should we go back to the traditional gender roles or 50-50? We should go back to the 50-50 where both parties have an equal stake in their and what they are bringing to each other's lives. Because if they don't, then that's where you get the tug of war. And the reason why I speak the way I speak is because I had the privilege of living with a woman and a man for all my life. I had the opportunity to see how a relationship worked, and it works. Congratulations to my parents at celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary today. So when I speak on shit, I'm speaking from a blueprint of two people who were opposites, and they came together to become one. Was it always beautiful and pretty? No, but they figured it the fuck out. Why? Because they knew what they wanted, which was each other. It wasn't about the kids. The kids grew up and moved out. It was about them. It was about their love for each other and how they will sustain the love that they had for each other to make it work. Did they have ups and downs? Hell yeah, they did. But they figured it out. So when I see shit like that, I talk the way I talk because I've come from that. When I want relationships for myself, I want not what they have because that's them, but I want what I need for me, and I want to give her what she needs for herself. And if I fall short, then I'm going to work hard to get it. But God damn it, I want you to work hard to fuck too for me.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I want you to show me that you give a fuck about this as much as I give a fuck about this. I want you to show me that you invested in me the way I'm invested in you. I'm not telling you I'm overly emotional. I'm just telling you what I want for us. Because at the end of the day,
I think both of these answers are a tug of war.
Us.
I agree.
Us.
I agree. I agree. Because I mean, from a woman's standpoint, like, and this is why I said traditional gender roles, because I think for women, and speaking from a women's point of view, women have lost faith in men and their ability to lead.
That's true, man.
And yes, and I mean, and I'm not talking about, but I'm not talking about. But hang on,
out in the open.
Just hang on.
Why?
Just hold on. Let me finish my statement. Let me just finish my statement, and I understand that it's a statement that doesn't apply to Nell. That Nell might hear, and that it doesn't apply to you.
No,
or
it
just
does.
men in general.
It does apply.
But it does apply.
Right. It does apply.
And my thing is,
it's not you personally. It's men.
It's men. But what I'm trying to do is, I know, Nell, you always say women always revert to placing blame, but let's just be realistic in where sometimes a lot of the emotional shit and the emotional damage comes from. Women have lost faith in men who cannot lead. Right. And therefore, that's why I'm saying traditional gender roles where men can lead and men can be. And this is not all across the board.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What about the niggas that were leaders and they fumbled them? What about
Absolutely.
I'll tell you about the niggas that they had in their life that led them to different aspects of their life that they didn't know about.
Right, but this is why we say no, and you're absolutely right.
They will go on this grand tour beating and belittling men and not explaining or telling, but you know what? I fucked up a good one.
Right. And absolutely. And this is why we say
or they won't even take a hold of the good ones that they got and appreciate that shit, because they've seen far too often, too many times they were fucked over.
No.
But the good one that come in,
how often do we?
What happens?
No. How often do we say women don't be jaded?
It's the bullshit
they don't know what they
gotta
want,
go through.
No?
What?
No, because whatever I said, I told you they don't know what they want.
Right. But how often do we say to the women? Right. And how often do we say, don't be jaded by what another man has done, so that when a good man comes your way, you don't fumble. And if you fumble, you have to take responsibility for that. And this is why the jadedness has to be removed in order for you to appreciate and accept good, healthy, emotionally strong men that are able to lead, that are able to provide, that are able to fill your cup as you are depleting it because you are filling him. That's real grown woman and man shit. That's real relationship shit. And this is why we say all the time, remove some of that jadedness so that you don't bring that into each relationship, because every relationship is not that.
They can't, Ish, because they won't let go of the emotion to let it go. That's the problem. Let it go.
Right. And that's the thing. We say that all the time. Let it go. If you're trying to heal and you're trying to work towards mending the holes in your heart, you have to truly put in the work. You have to truly sit down and say, hey, listen, this is where I'm fucked up at. This is where X, Y, and Z did this. You know what I mean? But I came across a man who didn't do that. And you know what? I have to take responsibility for the shit I did and fucked up, because that man was only trying to show me that that is not what it's supposed to be. And this is where a lot of the shit that y'all speak about in regards to women, this is where a lot of this shit stems from.
But East, even if we stay right there, I understand that a lot of it stems from their past traumas. But at some point, if you want love, you have to jump out the window. You have to risk it all. And there is going to be times where you may get hurt again. And guess what? That is life. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Are you just going to stay in your little shell and be fake protected from your fake ass cover of not giving your all because you don't want to get hurt again? The same thing that you're not going to get hurt again, you also not going to get fully loved again. So what the fuck you want to do?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's going to be the point in time where she's going to have to realize, Like, hey, I've come across the king that was willing to fix that, but I was so fucked up in my jadedness that I allowed that king to slip through my hands. Like, period. It all boils back down to that word accountability. It all boils back down to doing the work within. And I know that being a man has its faults and being a woman has its faults. But when are we going to each take responsibility for what the other does? Because not all the time is the men that's speaking talking about what they're doing right, and then they're not even doing right.
Can I ask a question?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to be accountable for our actions all across the board.
True. Can I ask a question? No. When have you ever been in a position where you felt like, I'm afraid of women because one hurt me, because 1, 2, 5, I don't give a fuck how many, because somebody hurt you. When has you ever said, I'm afraid now?
Never.
Not fucking never.
Ever.
So when the fuck are y'all gonna let go of this fear and shit?
At situations where I was cheated on, courted, still stayed with shorty, ain't worry about the nothing else afterwards. I've been in relationships where I seen fuckery in the phones and the bullshit and still rocked with it. So I don't fear none of that bullshit, because at the end of the day, that ain't for me to worry about. I need to worry about what's in front of me. I need to worry about this. I need to worry about that. I can't worry about something that I can't control. I cannot control another person's moves. All I could hope and pray is that you're moving in the right direction. But I can't worry about that shit.
So you know what that does, Ish? When y'all have that worry and fear, here you go. You take this, Nell. Here you go. You take this worry and fear, Nell. Let me add this to your fucking.
Yeah, we lay it at your feet for sure. I definitely do agree with that. But here's where we get stuck in this mumbo jumbo, right? Because we've talked so much about emotion and logic, right? And how we are just genetically wired, right? So if we know that, right?
That's
how can excuse. No, not an excuse at all. But it's reality, right? Because we keep going back to that. But it's going to be up to the woman to exchange from emotion to logic.
At some point,
and doing the work. Right. How do you? But since we at this bumble and we at this here, how do we help individuals move from emotion to logic then?
So would you say
it's not on me or you or nobody else.
I got a question.
That person.
But if you care about that person, are you
I'm going to help you, but it's not on me.
All right, so that, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'll help you, but it's not on me. It's not my responsibility, is what I'm saying. But I will help you, yes. But it's not my responsibility. You have to want, and you have to do the work to fix and change that.
And if the question that you just asked in regards to that, would you consider them a strong woman or a weak woman?
What, not having the ability to move emotion into logic? Would I consider them strong or weak?
Is that a sign of strength or a sign of weakness?
No, I feel like that definitely is something that is a weakness, because if you're not allowing yourself the opportunity to remove emotion out of every decision, then you're going to always find yourself at a crossroad where you're questioning what is. And to me, that's a weakness.
I love the comments, but the comments is blowing me, and I love to. I like the moment we put something out there, we gotta be able to stand on it. So somebody put, people have to be responsible. Sarah put, people have to be responsible for themselves before they can be responsible for somebody else. And that is a true statement. But how many times do people worry about what somebody else ain't doing for them before they worry about themselves not doing it for their damn self? We worry about other people not contributing to our happiness. We worry about other people not doing this. We worry about what other people say, what other people do, not doing, not that. And we can go through a ton of different receipts to prove that that's what it is. But that's not really what it is. Like, people got to stop with this, with this logic of, well, if people stop doing this and stuff, everybody worries about it. So, like, I don't understand. Like, we say shit and it don't really be making no sense. It really don't make sense. And then, I don't know. We can't do this. We can't do live shit. We got to take.
We can't do logic anymore. Throw logic out the window. Buy logic.
We can't do the live no more.
That's what I said. Say buy the logic because it doesn't fucking live here. That's what
you
I said.
We can't say live. We can't do live no more or logic no more.
Live.
Can't do logic. We can't do live
no
no
he
more.
Said live. He said we can't do live.
I did say that, dog.
The logic of live is just not. I just don't understand. Like, people just be saying shit and they don't really be on that type shit. Like, come on. Like, and that's no knock on nobody, but like, everybody worry about something. We not sitting here not worried about shit that we shouldn't be worried about. We really do. So the moment we take accountability for the bullshit, then you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I'm wearing my t-shirt proudly.
Y'all know what I say.
Whole question,
do not eat shit and die. Do not eat shit and die.
When is the equality coming? When is
it's not fucking coming. The train has fucking left the building.
No, y'all gotta get with the right chick.
I don't believe that.
It's not your cup of tea.
I believe there's
it's not your cup of tea.
Because she's gonna change.
I believe
she's gonna be my right cup of tea for tomorrow, and then 2 weeks from now she's gonna fucking change.
I believe there's something out. I believe there's something and someone out there that will allow you to see that change or be that change, or the light bulb will go off them and say, you know what, I need to.
No. I can squash all of this shit real quick. In your last relationship, what woman, in any relationship you ever had, what woman did the shit or was the girl that you fell in love with?
Huh?
Exactly.
No.
You fucking heard what I said, nigga.
No, because I want to respect it. I want to respect the question. I
said, what relationship have you been in that the woman stood on her shit and she was the same person that you fell in love with? She did the same things. Everything was still on cue with the shit that you fell in love with. I'm waiting.
I fell in love with her antics. I fell in love with her.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, for me, I don't need a person. Like, for me, when I fall in love with the person. I don't fall in love with the can do, because I know it's going to all change. I know it's going to change. I know something is going to change. I know something is going to fall off. I know something is going to whatever. So I fell in love with the person, understanding that they're going to change. Either they're going to change for the better or they're going to regress or whatever the case may be. But I know that.
Okay, so show me the girl that changed for the better.
You got the ones that change for the better. I got a little short.
Nell, Peter, where's Peter at?
No, but it's I thank you, Nell, because you said you got a little shorty that changed for the better. Like, some of us do the work and some of us will change. But here's the thing. Go ahead.
You know that's
listen.
Cut the shit.
But listen. Let me ask.
I'm not letting that ride. You know that's Peter. Cut the.
Let me ask y'all. When men or women, when the change comes,
right,
typically, are you saying that the change comes for no reason? No, like the change comes because they become lazy or they just don't want to do the work, or what?
There's always a reason, but that don't make it an excuse.
See, for me, I don't put nobody on the pedestal to the point where I don't allow them to be human. I don't put them in a non-human place. Oh my God, they're up there next to God. Like,
nobody wants you to be God. I want you to be.
What I'm saying is, he said, when did the change happen? And did you see it? I understand the change is going to come. Because I understand that they're not perfect and shit happens and we get comfortable and shit. The real us come out.
No, that's the problem. Be the real you from the gate. So then I can see that I'm not aligned with you.
I think we see the real thing from the beginning. We just
No, we don't, because everybody be putting on the facade.
not all the time. I think
No. How many times? Hold
now,
on,
I crazy in the middle.
hold on. No, how many times has a woman faked like sports for you?
Huh?
You heard what I said, nigga.
I don't know.
All right, let's cut the bullshit. We gonna have an honest conversation. Let's have an honest conversation. They fake it till they fucking make it, and then they think they solid gold. And then it's up to you. Are you gonna put up with that shit and eat shit or die? And that's how it fucking rolls.
But
Now, because listen, Nell, because I understand your point and I agree with you. Now you love her, and now you're gonna take her as she is, but you're still eating shit and dying because she's not doing the shit that she was doing. That's the same. That's my point.
Nell's a little different. All Nell wants is just to feel love and appreciate it. That's it. And a little.
That's what I mean.
A little here and there. And
that simmers, right?
That makes me cool. And you know what? I think it's just to the point where I think for far too often we just been relegated to just been like expecting having low expectations that we just comfortable with.
Exactly.
The surface shit. Like
exactly.
I have too high expectations because I'm not allowed to have high expectations. So my expectations are mitigated to I just want to be appreciated and loved. That's it.
Now you know what happens when you lower your own expectations or you lower your own wants? You're eating shit and dying.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing?
I hate that. I hate it so much.
That's all you're doing?
That is where our expectations have been lowered from the start because all right, in order for me to get a little bit of trepidation, I just gotta just be cool with this.
That's what I'm saying. No, we're gonna get stuck in that mud so many fucking times of I love you, so fuck all that other shit.
But the thing about it is I ain't going no fucking way like this.
Right. But
But
what I'm saying is that fair to you?
It's crazy to me.
It's fucking crazy.
But this is life. And that's harsh. So when you hear stuff like that, ladies or just people,
I know that there's great
women. You're like,
I never said that there wasn't great women in the world.
When y'all hear stuff like that,
I said that y'all great for a limited time.
Man saying that, ladies, if you and your man conversation and you ask him what it is that you want, listen to him and give him what he's asking for.
That's all I'm saying. Listen to the nigga. I'm gonna tell you what I want. Listen and just do the shit that I want. Don't go and fucking don't go up and sew me a quilt because that's what you wanted to do.
And we want to hear in the comments that should be the case too. We want that too. I'm saying this. If you know you got a good one, you know you got a good one. Like you know you got a good one who you know you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with, and you whatever. I'm put the energy and time in to make sure you whatever.
Can you kick this shit in the fucking ocean? Because it's a fucking lie.
Why is it? Because even when women fall short, that doesn't mean that they're not bad.
Oh, is it toxic?
Yo, no, listen to these two things right here. Those two things at the end. Throw that shit in the fucking ocean.
So are you saying that we can't have both? We either have one or the other. So we either have one or the other. We're either emotion or full emotion or a full nigga, full logic. But there's no in between.
No, throw that shit in the ocean. Cut the bullshit. Let's move on, man. Go ahead. Because I'm not allowing this shit tonight. I'm sorry.
I can't.
I'm not allowing.
I can't. But we do know there are women that may have both.
She got one. She got one.
Just one. Mm-hmm. That's it.
So
we got work to do. We got work to do.
Mm-hmm. What's your account? What's your
What?
percentage on the women that got both of those? That's your favorite shit, emotional intelligence. So tell me, I don't want to hear Peter on this answer or nothing, nigga. Tell me your percentage on the women that had both of those.
Press 1 for English, press 2.
I love it. I love it.
Speaking on English, I don't fucking know.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Then start singing Spanish.
¿Cómo se llama mi amor?
I'm gonna read fast at this and say
20%.
once again, I love y'all, but I can see through y'all, and I know that y'all hate when I call y'all out on y'all shit, but somebody has to fucking do it. I'm sorry. It is if it gotta be me, it gotta be me. Sorry. I'm gonna do it.
I like what Reese said. She said, male or female, nobody stays the same. Just like you accept the good changes, you should be willing to adjust and work through the others. And that's what we asking for. We're just asking for the
I'm
work.
cool with that if it's a compromisable. I'm cool with that if it's a compromisable situation.
That's all we asking for.
Yeah, I'm speaking on the times when it's not a compromise.
That's all we asking for is compromise to the point where if you want things, right, be willing to also be able to be that change that you want as well. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what.
So y'all saying y'all see change that's not compromised.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's up, Aisha?
Eat shit or die.
Eat shit or die, man.
Eat shit or die.
Yeah. Campaign 2024. I'm running for president, man. Eat shit or die, man. Y'all don't gotta vote for me, but somebody will.
I cannot. I do not want y'all to eat shit or die. I keep saying it.
Eat shit or die, man.
I can't.
Who's camping now? Now we camping now.
Now I call bullshit.
Okay, they call it bullshit on you now. I
don't give a fuck.
Go ahead.
I cannot.
I
cannot. Well, we know tonight is the erotic zone.
Go ahead.
S gang. Shut up. I will say this. It is my fault that we are live this week.
Not exactly.
And I humbly apologize.
Let's run that back. What we calling bullshit on, Lady B? You call bullshit on what? 50-50? We should not be wanting 50-50? What you talking about?
Where you going, Ish?
I'll be wanting
Lady B, what is your stance on why did you call bullshit on Nell?
What are we talking about?
Put it in the chat. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put y'all answer in the chat. Would y'all like to go back to traditional gender roles? Are y'all cool with 50-50 or it doesn't matter? Let me know y'all answer in the chat as we wait for Lady B to explain why she called bullshit on Nell. And let's go, people. What's up? Where we at? What we doing? What's the word?
Lady B, come to
Lady B. Yeah, Lady B. Let's go. Speak now. Don't forever hold your peace.
Don't hold your peace. Let's have it.
I mean, speak it. Speak it, Lady B. What's up? What's up, Janine? I see you in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen as well. Let us know your answer. Angelia says traditional. Anybody else in the chat have an answer? As we still wait on Lady B to come to the front of the court. Carmel says it doesn't matter. I agree with you, Carmel. It just doesn't even matter anymore at this point. Everybody's on their own fuck shit. Everybody has their own selfishness. Everybody's jaded. It doesn't matter. Janine says it doesn't matter. Yeah. I think that's going to be the consensus. You have to keep putting y'all answer in the chat. We still waiting, Lady B. What's the word? We waiting on Lady B. We waiting on Lady B to tell us why Nell is bullshitting and capping.
Okay. I know. I just used that opportunity to step away real quick.
This is what happens when we don't pay attention and we don't listen. I never said that no woman with emotional intelligence. I actually gave a percentage. Actually,
I asked him his percentage.
Yeah, I actually said a percent. I said I speak in no English because I was trying to not to avoid the question because.
What's up, Jeremy? I like that 100 on 100. I'm with that. I told you, I'm with the competition and love shit. That's the part where people get shit misconstrued. I know I talk a lot of shit, but I'm a lover. I'm with the 100 love shit. Just give me the 100 too, and I'm gonna match 100. That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
But this ain't to call nobody out. You know what I mean? We ain't our show ain't that. We again, it's all done in love and fun. But Lady B, I definitely did say a percentage. There is a small percentage of women who have emotional intelligence.
Exactly. We're not going to.
I think what I will say this: emotional intelligence is is in all of us in a sense. Is when we choose to use it, right? Because women have emotional intelligence because they're able to raise children and be emotional with them, but also use intelligent thoughts on how to raise them and give them advice. But are you using that emotional intelligence when it comes to your relationship? Are you using emotional intelligence when it comes to your partner to decide if I'm being emotional or if I need to use my intelligence over here and be logical? So it could, we walk around with emotional intelligence when it comes to the things that we need to do to help, our offspring or help ourselves. But are we using that in our relationships to be the best that we can be? And that's what I was going with.
Thanks. Are we better in each other? Are we better in ourselves? Is anybody doing the fucking work? Is the fucking question. I just hate to see all these people sitting around saying I'm healing and X, Y, and Z, and they ain't fixed a motherfucking thing. Just cut the bullshit.
Cut the bullshit.
Facts.
Cut the bullshit.
Facts. Do the work. Do the work. But what's up, S Gang? What's up? It's time for the erotic zone. We got the guys all riled up. Now it's time.
I told y'all I was sparking some shit. Sorry.
What'd you say?
I told y'all I was sparking some shit. Sorry.
No, it's cool because it's those type of conversations
we gotta start having some honest conversations.
You have to start having some uncomfortable, honest conversations, and it's definitely going to, hit a few notes within a few people. You know what I mean? And those are what those type of conversations are about. But it is time for the erotic zone, and so we're gonna get into some freaky sex talk. I'll be trying my hardest to bring out some shit in these two right here. You know what I mean? I just be trying to get them to tap into their inner
We don't
sexy.
tap in?
Huh?
We don't tap in?
Yeah, y'all tap in. Y'all stick y'all foot in. No, where you put it?
Where you put that, baby? In our asses. You want people to play in their asses. We're not doing it.
Y'all stick y'all foot in.
We're not doing it. We're not letting nobody play in our ass. We're not doing it.
No. Y'all stick y'all foot in just a little bit. Just to get wet.
And I ain't going all the way down there with that.
No. I ain't even talking about
ass. I'm
just talking about
the ocean, but I will get in that water.
Oh my God. So listen, I'm going to do the real quick sex icebreaker just to lighten up the mood, pull us out of our last conversation into something fun and sexy. What one song best describes your sexual personality?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
So I didn't even give y'all a heads up on this because I wanted to be organic.
I'm going seems like you're ready.
Oh, seems like you're ready. R. Kelly?
Of course.
The Kells?
Free Kells. I'm gonna fuck.
1 + 1 by Beyonce.
No.
Yeah.
Now, that is so on the love zone. Give me some freaky shit.
Oh, you want a freaky drink?
Yeah, freaky.
Not put it in my mouth.
Thank you, Reed. Thank you, Reed. That's what I'm talking about. And Janine, I'm sorry. We about to turn it up, though.
Neighbors Know My Name by Trey Songz.
There we go. All right, mine just pop that pussy.
Yo, can we free Trey Songz? Because I got a lot of Trey Songz songs.
Would you say free Trey Songz?
Yeah, because they trying to cancel him. So free Trey Songz, man.
Trey will never be canceled musically anyway. Now, what he do with his personal shit, it's a different story. But I mean, oh my God, I got this left earbud in. It's gonna drive me nuts.
What was your answer, Ish?
I said, "Pop That Pussy" by Luke.
Okay.
It ain't even that. It's sexy. It's straight.
No, that is sexy. That's sexy.
That's sexy.
Yes.
That's my shit right there. Oh, Ree giving us options. This is what I'm talking about, Ree. Like, Ree, hit me up in my inbox, girl. I want to talk to you. Ree giving us options. This is what I be talking about. All right. If I had to say, throw another one out there. Throw me another one real quick.
Another song?
Give me a versatile. Yeah, give me something versatile.
Let me look at my phone.
Now I look at my phone.
Look at the shits. No, what you got?
I don't know. I guess like crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Pound Town. I guess Sexy Red.
Not Pound Town, please, not Pound Town now. I can't.
Oh shit! Usher, can you handle it? That's what I'm doing.
All right, can you handle it? Fucking Nell said Pound Town. I can. So I wouldn't pop that pussy first round, but I'm with Sarah and
I also want to go. Look, I also want to go with Silk, Lose Control.
You said Lose Control. I said Meeting in My Bedroom. So Silk definitely put on the bedroom vibes. We can definitely get freaky to Silk. But no, I want you to throw me something else besides Pound Town, please.
Go ahead.
She's new and special. We can't hear you.
By R. Kelly.
Okay. All right. Now you so soft and sensual. You ain't got no crazy wild freaky in your bones.
I'm gonna give y'all a sleeper right here. Marsha Ambrosius, Lose Myself.
Tell them.
Nigga, if that ain't fucking sensual, like that's a sensual.
That's what it's supposed to be, nigga.
But East told me I was too sensual and shit. Like I'm sorry.
No, 1 + 1 = 2. That's straight love.
That's
shit. Straight love. I know that is. I love that song.
Was beautiful.
Huh?
Dancing on him is amazing.
Oh yeah, Trading Places is a good one.
Trading Places is my shit.
Freak Like Me. Yeah, Carmel.
Can I throw?
All right.
Wait a minute, I got another one. Can I throw Tank in there when we?
When we?
Yeah, when we.
All Tanks. Dirty.
Yeah, Dirty. Yeah. Let's go, Tank.
I rocks with Tank. So, and you know who else? It too. Eric Bellinger.
She got a dump.
This nigga wilder.
Yeah. She got a
This nigga wilder.
Yeah. She got a dunk.
We going anything Joe to see.
Shakes.
Yeah, anything Joe to see. I agree with you there. Joe to see, definitely. Silk, definitely. Now she got a dunk though. Come on. But I did pull out the Luke, so yeah, she got a dunk. It's kind of heavy, for sure. All right, so actually, this topic actually fits into a lot of what we discussed tonight, just in regular general relationship shit. But I've been also having conversations with individuals in regards to just a sexual disconnect in relationships that are going through the bullshit.
Okay.
Right? So when you get to a space that you're dealing with bullshit in your day to day and it trickles down into your sex life, how are you balancing the two? This actually fits in good.
Welcome to my life,
Right. And I think too, it's so many people's lives, because I think it's more commonplace than not. Because the reality of it is that, you're dealing with the day-to-day of everything, of living and loving and accountability. It's not eat, shit, and die. And it better not be, not as far as sex is concerned.
That's what I gotta do.
That's
my answer. What's your answer now?
I don't got one.
But okay, let's start here. Let's just start in this space. There's the disconnect, right? Each person wants to know how we can rekindle, how we can reconnect, what can we do? As men, what is the one thing that during this time of disconnect that you wish women would understand or know better in regards to the bedroom during this time?
You need to understand that men need that connection. Men need that physical touch. That's how we connect with you. That's how we experience oneness. That's how we show love at the highest form. Like there's small forms of it, but that's the highest form of it for us.
Okay, now
I wouldn't know what that is because it's not like I'm sleeping with her and she not giving it to me. Like if we're in the bed together, she's giving it. It's different places, like we live different places. So she in my bed on down.
They don't say taking it, it's basically.
But
okay.
it's not like we be laying up next to each other every day,
Right.
and she just like turning her back because I'm gonna put my dick on your butt.
What if she smack your dick off her butt? So
Right. Say, get that shit out of here.
Then I'm gonna put my fingers on her coochie, and then she gonna want it.
So now basically taking this shit.
That's what I'm saying. You're taking it.
I'm not taking it, but you're going to arouse the situation. Like you're gonna get the situation started. Like
no, that's what I'm saying. At some point, the woman don't give a fuck about you arousing this situation. She is upset, and no fucking is going on.
And what did Martin do? This could have been in you.
This
what you saying, Ish? What's your answer?
So here's my
I need your answer. I need your answer on both sides. I need your answer as what should a guy do and what would you do?
Okay. So here's what I say. The disconnect, I think, honestly, the women feel it more because this is why I say that, because we are stimulated a lot more mentally than we are by our loins. So if something is off in regards to, we're arguing or we're fighting or we feel a disconnect and we don't feel connected, that trickles down to, do I want to fuck him or not?
Okay, so
whereas y'all can fuck through whatever.
So y'all lied to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all said it's always wet, so that means you lie and say so. It's not.
Not only that. Not only that. Wait. Hold on, Ish. My question. Difference. Look, Ish. My question to you. So who's it more painful? Is it more the longer we hold out and not have sex? Who's it more painful for, the guy or the girl?
Why can't it be both?
Because y'all gonna think y'all gonna cheating.
No, they're not going to end up cheating. They'll sit there and they will be happy with their fucking attitude and be like, I don't give a fuck if I'm horny or not. Fuck that.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. It could be wet. You could be horny. Right. You could still not want to have. You could lay next to this nigga and your clit be throbbing, and you could like, fuck this nigga. I'm not fucking this nigga. I don't give a fuck if he's sticking his fingers in my coochie or not.
So it hurts us more, Ish.
It does hurt y'all more, but the problem is that where do you attempt to prevent that? Where do you reconnect the disconnect?
We got
or how? Huh?
Only thing we can do is jump out the window and do all the shit that y'all like.
No, short of that, because that's the narrative that I'm trying to change. Short of that, what do you think can be done as far as the women understanding what the men need in the bedroom during these times, during disconnection?
The only thing that can be done, only thing that can be done of that to not put yourself in a position.
But it's life. Life be life. Exactly. Y'all going to disagree. Y'all going to not get along. And
so what else can we do? That's what I'm asking. What's your answer now? What else can we do then?
I don't know. I'm confused.
That's what I'm saying.
How? What about lighting some candles? What about
what I just said?
And
that's
being
a part of East. That's what I'm saying. That's a part of doing all the shit that you like.
That's
shit that you
not
like.
about. Is it not what you like?
Fuck no, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Oh my God. But see, that'd be the problem. Why don't you like it? Why don't you
Because
like
I don't
something
care
sexy?
about it. I
You
don't
just want to bust down? You just want to
listen.
bust it down, bust it open?
Yes, I don't need bells and whistles. I'm a regular nigga. I don't need
All
bells and
right.
whistles.
Okay, so you might not need bells and whistles. Nell, you might not need bells and whistles. But what if she needs bells and whistles?
Exactly. That's why I said we have to do all the shit that you like.
Yeah, you asked us.
But what if that's not about what she necessarily likes, but rather what necessarily turns her on?
But you asked the question of what do you want? What do we want in order to whatever? So you want us to light candles when y'all mad at us?
Right.
No, it's not. But see, this I think y'all missing the point. It's a matter of reconnecting. So what is it? Okay,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
she might not like candles.
Right. The only way we can reconnect with a woman is to do whatever it is that she likes. That's it.
There's nothing we can do.
Okay. And to me, that's not cool. And in regards to not necessarily, and I'm saying to men because I'm speaking to men. I don't have a woman to speak to say, hey, how do you reconnect with your man when there is a disconnect? So what I'm saying is, what can we do as partners to reconnect from both sides?
Are you suggesting
what is the answer?
To get her to wake up? Like, what are you suggesting? Just help us with understand what you suggest.
That's another thing that she likes, no?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. But why can't y'all do something that y'all like? If y'all like eating the box, why can't you eat the
Just said to me, if I got my fingers on her coochie playing with it, I still can't get none. So even if I eat the box, she's still not gonna give it to me. What you want me to do? So me eating a box, so me liking eating her box, is that not still pleasing her?
Something. Do you know your woman enough to bring her guard down? Do most men know their women to bring their guard down?
This is how you bring your woman's guard down. You do the shit that she likes. That's it. That's the only
Why
answer.
is it just that though? Why is it just that? Why does
because that's all she cares about.
Everything is to pleasing of her.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it just simply okay? Just do what she likes, and then it'll be okay. Why are we not in a partnership here? Even when it comes down to sex,
it's not a partnership.
Because most women, 9 times out of 10, don't give a fuck. They kind of really want to have sex. So it's just all a barrier of. Wait a minute. It's just all a barrier of how are we mending where we went wrong this evening, so that I can hop on your dick.
How many times? That is the main problem. What you just said is the main problem. If she wants to have sex, go grab his dick. Stop playing. Stop playing around. Stop waiting for him to start your engine. Stop waiting for him to do something for y'all to reconnect. You want to have sex with him? Go have sex with him. Stop acting like a fucking 3-year-old.
Oh, right. Okay. I got it. And you're saying that for the women who necessarily are broken down by disconnection, arguments, and all of that. Some people don't argue and then have wild, crazy, passionate sex. For some,
you don't have to argue and have wild, crazy, passionate sex. You want to have sex, period. Go have sex.
All right. So what about the women that can't do that?
They're fucking 3 years old. That's what it is. They're fucking toddlers.
All right. So what is good, healthy sexual communication for you then? Since you're saying
that. Listen, grab my dick.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. It don't need to be. It don't need to be no talking.
I'll do it again. Like for many times we always hear we got to start your engine. Start my engine. Just start sucking my dick. Like push you off.
Well, you know, some
starts working or something. I'm like, damn, that ass fat. Look at that. Like, do some creative shit. We always got to be the ones to do something.
All right, let me ask y'all something. I'm gonna stop y'all right here. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your sex game like?
It don't matter.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what you feel your sex game is like?
We could say it's a 10. It's all depending upon the person.
I'm going 9.5.
Yeah, you can say you a John, but it depends on who you with.
Right.
The reason that I ask that is because some women just can't. Some women are not able to do that, and so a
Right.
man knows how to.
They're
A
not
man
women,
knows how to work around that.
Not women, they're toddlers.
Women don't know how to do.
Not toddlers.
Time that y'all know how to do everything. So what do y'all know how to?
That's a lie. I told you earlier.
No, I think what she's basically saying is just like is women that you're saying, just grab my dick, just do
It's
that,
women that
just do
won't
that.
do that.
What's wrong with you guys grabbing your man dick? That's your man.
There's nothing wrong with it. I do it freely.
It's not that they can't do it. It's that they won't do it.
Yes, but my question
becomes the mental portion.
Why? What's wrong with doing?
They don't want to, Nell.
No. I think sometimes too, even outside of wanting to, it's the mental portion.
It's a blockage. That's what I'm saying. It's a blockage where they feel like, why should I have to? He should do it. X, Y, and Z. All these other excuses, any fucking excuse they can fucking make up out of the fucking clear blue sky, they will find it.
Right, but I feel like it should be equally. I feel like women should equally, as well as men, try to find a healthy common place.
That's what I'm saying. Talk to the women.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, even some overly aggressive.
Can you tell me the answer?
What? There is no right answer because it's
I need a answer. I don't need the right answer. I need a answer. Tell me a answer.
My answer?
Right, for reconnecting. Tell me a answer.
I think it's knowing your partner.
Right,
knowing your partner.
That's what I'm saying. When you know your partner, you know the things that she likes to reconnect. You do the things that she likes.
No, knowing your partner is knowing how to recenter. That ain't just, it's not a one-way street.
Then what's the answer? You're still not giving me an answer. Give me specifics.
Knowing your partner and finding how to recenter. So that means being able to break the ice after y'all have had arguments. That's being able to get into a safe space with him to be physically.
That don't get you back into the pussy.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't.
Yes, it do.
You look at Nell's face. No, the fucking
don't. But this is what I'm saying. Here's why I say that it does. Because when you truly know your partner.
Yes, I truly know my partner, and she's upset, Ish. She wants me to do the things that she likes. Me sparking the conversation is not going to get me there.
Right, but that's not her truly knowing. That's you truly knowing your partner.
Right.
That's not her truly knowing her partner. So what I'm saying,
they don't fucking know themselves.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Everybody has to be emotionally healthy to recenter. Everybody has to know their partner. So but see, this be the problem. We be in imbalanced situations.
All right, so the thing you just said, you should know your partner, right? If you know your partner, then why are you afraid to grab his dick and just start sucking it?
Because it's not ladylike.
Yeah, it ain't ladylike to be fucking screaming.
It ain't ladylike. What? If that's what you want to do, you better slide that knob.
Yeah, so I don't understand why y'all saying. I just don't understand it. I'm confused.
All right, so
I'm waiting on Aisha to give us the answer.
I gave the answer. Y'all didn't accept.
You didn't.
So
you did. You said know your parties.
I said both parties need to know their partner and understand what it takes to recenter. That was my answer. Meaning, right.
That's what I'm saying. That is what it takes. When you know your partner, that's what it takes. Whatever she likes, that's what it takes.
Whatever he likes, that's what it takes. It's even. It's not just one-sided.
It's not even.
It's not one-sided.
Yes,
it's not one-sided. No, it's not. It should not be. And for any situation that's one-sided.
Listen, you know why it is one-sided? Because we're not going to hold out because we're mad. So it's one-sided. Cut the bullshit. We're not going to fucking hold out because I'm mad at you. Are you fucking serious? I'm not going to tell you.
Nobody should be holding out on nobody.
I'm not going to tell you to get your head off my dick because I'm mad at you. No, I'm going to let you suck my dick and then I'll be mad at you later. Y'all are going to still be mad and you're going to push me off of you. So let's cut the bullshit and let's speak honestly here.
I mean, again, I can't relate because I always want to fuck. But the bottom line is everybody should be centering and it should be even.
Yeesh.
And you should know your partner enough to know how to round about it.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, Aisha. You're not a man. that the center for men is to do whatever his woman likes. That is the center. Is it not now?
And how was that fair?
I just said earlier this shit ain't fucking fair. I've been saying that shit all night.
This shit's not cool. And I hate this. I hate that this be the conversations. I hate that we can't even have a conversation about being equally yoked in a healthy relationship without it being one-sided. Like, because no conversation can ever be had healthily.
I got a question. Hold on, Aisha. I got a question. Janine, when he pushed you off of him, what were you doing? Did you rub his shoulder or something? Tell me your actions. Or did you grab his dick and he pushed you off? I need to know if you grabbed his dick and he pushed you off of him. Or did you like rub on his shoulder and he pushed you off? I need to know the action. Go ahead, Aisha.
Well, I definitely want to tap into that there. Right. Why do men do that? What would be the basis of men doing that?
If I'm mad at you and you grab my shoulder, yeah, I can shrug you off. If you grab my dick, no.
The honesty.
That's what I'm saying. When the fuck we gonna start telling the truth?
Listen, I've known and I've heard men pushing women off when they grab their dick.
Who?
For what?
Niggas.
She must not can't suck no dick then. she might be bad at sucking dick.
That could definitely be it. Or maybe he don't give a fuck about it one way or the other.
If the head trash, he might be like, yo, get off.
Thanks. Yeah, get off.
So then why you with her if her head trash? See, that be the
love
shit
her.
That be,
you can be with somebody. You can love somebody and their head be trash.
Fuck the loving her, man.
And her head love?
Cut it out, Ish. Cut it out.
I'm sleep on that shit. All right. So what about
hold on. She said I was doing my thing. I went to sleep. Yeah, the fuck somebody else gonna push you off of them.
Yes, how you go to sleep doing your thing?
You in the middle of getting Henny and you go to sleep. That's Janine, you should have left that story out of the conversation. We love you and everything, Brooklyn, but you should have left that out of the conversation. That's giving wow.
Wait, what she mean? Wait.
That's what I'm saying. I need the details.
What this mean?
What thing was you doing? Did you look now? That sounds like she nibbled on his dick and went to sleep.
But she said she was doing her thing, so she thought she was doing her thing. And
was it good?
That's wild.
No, was it good? Like, was you pecking on my dick or something? Like, what happened?
Hold up. Falling asleep in the middle of giving somebody head is wild.
Wait, hold on. She said,
so she fell asleep or she fell asleep?
She fell asleep. She said, I wouldn't see. What did you do? How did you touch him, Janine? Let me know the actions of how you touched him. I need to know how and where you touched him.
And why did you fall? Why did he push you off? Was you giving bad top? What like?
That's what I'm saying. I need to know the actions, man.
Was your game not right? Like what was the sitchy? Like what was going on? Was you trying to ride and you wasn't giving no hip action? Was your mouth just not doing what it was supposed to do? What was going on? We need to know.
No, even if your head is trash, I'm mad at you. I'm not stopping you from giving me head. Let's be real.
Now,
I think anybody will take a dick suck, no matter what it's like.
If they're giving you trash hair for an hour, then what you doing?
No, I'm not going to allow you to give me trash hair for an hour. But as
soon as I
get to her, I want some pussy.
But the thing is, who knows what the situation was? I don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
All right, I want to see something.
So trash head only goes but so far. So what y'all like stopping at like 2-3 minutes? Like this trash. What's up with the box?
Minutes.
Right, not even 2 minutes. It's like 30 seconds. It's like 30 seconds in.
Are you pushing her off of you? Explain this to me. Let me get into this.
I'm pulling her up.
You lifting her.
I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to redeem yourself on the head.
I'm not giving you a couple minutes. If the head is trash but once my dick got hard, I want to smash now.
Sarah want to know, like everybody want to know this question: who causes sleep?
But I think she said that she wasn't falling asleep while
That's why
she was
I said,
sucking.
give us
She's
the
saying
actions. Tell us
during
where you
it, he
touch them
pushed
and
her
how.
off,
Eesh,
and
I'm
then
telling
she
you,
just went to
this shit
sleep.
sounds like some shoulder rub shit. That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like a shoulder rub.
Yeah.
So y'all aren't receptive to shoulder rubs?
I
If
love
I'm
it.
mad at you, yeah. If
want-
I'm mad at you, get off my shoulder.
Oh, I need a rub. I my body be hurting. Give me a shoulder rub, back rub, leg rub, all the rubs.
No, if I'm mad at you, get off my shoulder because of what I don't like this toddler shit. Like, if you want to fuck, grab my dick. Like, don't grab my shoulder. I don't need the fucking little kitty shit. I'm not.
But what if that's
15
her
no
way
more.
of, like, you know, breaking the energy, breaking
Break
the
the
ice?
segment with my dick.
So
Let's
this,
cut the
All right,
video
what if she
shit.
suppresses, okay, let's talk about this, and I had this as well. What if she suppresses like a lot of her thoughts or her feelings and how she wants to be? Like, what if she's like super like out there and she suppresses her feelings so she doesn't know how to approach you in doing stuff just as that? So she, you know, softly touches your arm.
Activity. Once again, that's toddler activity.
come on, E.
So do you really think that a person that suppresses their how freaky they are and how sexually
If you're a
wild they
grown up,
are, that's a toddler?
If you are grown up, why are you suppressing your sexual activity?
Because she know you don't like it.
What the fuck you mean? I don't like it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be fucking with you.
Yeah, it's only.
No, I'm just saying that would be the only reason why a person would suppress it, because they're fearful of what another person, what you would think.
That's not why. A woman is suppressing her sexual activity because she is a toddler. And I don't mean a toddler in life. I mean a toddler when it comes to sex.
So if she, let's just role play here for a second. She pulls out a contraption, right? And she like, babe, I want you to use this and I want you to fuck me crazy. And you like, what? Like, I'm not using that thing. Like, how this thing work? I'm not using that thing. And you make her feel a certain way about it. Then the next time she's going to be suppressing what she wants to do.
If you bring me the Dick Chin John, we is having a fucking problem.
No, you take it back. Cut the shit. Where the panda at? Where Peter at?
Bring me the Dick Chin John. He didn't want me to touch him. He wanted me to bob and weave. I need to hold it, so I went to sleep it off. Huh? I'm Connie. Like, this story is not giving all details.
It sounds like she's this. See, you see the toddler shit right here, right? You see it. Do you see it?
No,
do you see it?
I don't see it.
Look into the statement. You can see the top. Say the fucking words, Janine. You grow.
He didn't want to touch him.
He wanted some head with no hands. That's what this says. He wanted some head with no hands. That's what this says.
He wanted some head with no hands. I needed to hold it.
Right. Say the words.
So she wanted to hold the dick.
Can you see it right now?
Okay, yeah, but how is that tolerant?
Because you are grown up. Just say he wanted some dick, some hair with no hands. I hate that shit. Like, you fucking always growing out this motherfucker. Like, we wanted to fool around. What?
Well, you know, it's definitely people who is, you know, want to be politically correct when it comes to sex and sex talk, and we got to keep it nice and clean and
why?
I mean, you know me, I got the dirtiest mouth of us all. But
that's what I'm saying.
Out of respect, you know, I'm going to definitely keep it clean.
Do you understand that is toddlerish?
I do. And I hate being a fucking toddler.
Exactly.
I hate having to fucking be in a fucking box and not saying necessarily what the fuck I really want to say sometimes. But, you know, for the sake of saking.
Tickles my fancy because
why do you think
I didn't wait my whole life to be grown to speak like a toddler? No. I'm not going to say, not going to say, touch on me. No, grab my dick. Listen.
Janine said she don't want to get the show canceled. Janine, that's what I be saying.
This is Uncensored Minds.
It'd be like really, really like.
Listen, this is Uncensored Minds.
Some shit.
This is not Good Morning America. This is Uncensored Minds. Say it how you want to fucking say it. Say the fucking words.
Mm-hmm.
You grown up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Say the word. Not good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, so I asked y'all what y'all rated yourself. Of course, y'all gave
All right,
y'all a high fucking rate and state.
hold on. Because before we move into that, we need to dissect this statement. So no, the nigga wanted some head with no hands. What's wrong with that?
Maybe she wasn't equipped to do it. I don't know, bro. I can't speak for Shorty. I don't know. I don't find nothing wrong with it. If you can facilitate that, then why not give it to him? If you can't do it, then say I don't know how to do that. Be real.
All right, go ahead, Ish. I just wanted to get to clarify that shit because.
But wait, is that what she's really saying though?
Yes.
That
That's why I said the Tyler shit. Read
he
it
didn't want me
again,
to touch
Ish.
him. He wanted me to bob and weave. I need to hold it. So I want to. Okay, yeah, but that doesn't mean that she didn't know what she was doing, right?
I didn't say that, Ish. I
No,
said
no, no. I'm just
we
saying.
said why didn't she do it? We said why didn't she do it?
Because getting pushed away can really fuck up the mental.
Ish, why didn't she do it with no hands if that's what he wanted?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe he was communicating it. No, but I'm saying maybe he was communicating it because how would you know otherwise?
Right.
Ish.
Unless you're doing something and then he's pushing you off, and that's already creating a mental like fuck up. Don't push me.
Ask the question what we rate ourselves. T, what you rate yourself sexually, bro?
I said
Yeah, y'all said 9.5. Nell said 10.
I ain't say 10. I think I'm rating myself a 2. 2
All
point.
right, so
Ish, where's Peter at? Go get Peter now.
I'm gonna say I'm a solid 4.
okay. All right,
Four?
so with that question, I'm asking what areas do you
What's your
feel like you
question,
can improve sexually?
That's what I'm talking about. See, people got questions, Ish, because we're not gonna let Janine ride with that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
We're not gonna let that ride.
Not cyberbullying Janine tonight. Thank you, Janine, for your comment.
Go ahead, Ish. Go ahead, Ish. What we doing off the rate?
So I'm saying, where do you feel like, all right, you rated yourself. You rated yourself high. Nell, you rated yourself high, and then you pedal back and said low.
It all depends on who you saying who you with, who rate you. I always will like
just you rating yourself, just knowing your abilities and your skills. Like, where do you put yourself on the scale of 1 to 10, outside of what others might think of you? T says 9.5.
I'm gonna say that I rate myself so high because I am a giver. I am a detail-oriented, pay attention kind of motherfucker. So I'm gonna pay attention to your body language. I'm gonna have the conversations with you beforehand. So I'm gonna already know the things that you like, and I'm gonna be attentive to all those things and pay attention to how this flows. So I'm gonna look at this shit like a fucking map and figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what we doing.
Okay. And now?
Yeah, I'm in there.
So where do you feel like you can
in all areas, you know what I mean?
Improve sexually.
In all areas, it's all going to be up again based upon that person who you with, what their likes, dislikes says, what they willing, what they.
That's not what I'm asking. No. Remove partners out of it. Where do you? Because with each partner, it's going to obviously change. You might eat one person's pussy one way, and it's not
the only improvement is improving your cardio.
Right, but some people might be like, all right, well, I know I'm not a great box eater, or I know I'm not a great stroker. I mean, real honest motherfuckers is going to know where they lack. So that's what I'm saying. Right. So you're saying that you're just all around the board great.
No, I said I could improve my cardio.
Okay.
It's stamina.
Got the cardio. If you had to say one thing, what would it be? If you had to say, whether it be oral, whether it be well, you're saying cardio, so that means the time you can go.
Right.
Oh
But
shit!
everything else is great.
Oh shit! It's given 1 minute.
No, it's not giving.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not giving. It's
Clarify
not
that.
giving. It's
Clarify.
not giving 1 minute. It's definitely
I
not
don't
giving
think he
1 minute.
would openly
Yeah.
sit and admit
Drop
that.
No, I would openly say that, but it's not giving 1 minute. What I'm saying is, if you improve your stamina, you can go
Yeah.
longer.
You can go long. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So Nell, what about you?
I can improve in all areas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Improve on starting the engine. I can improve on a lot of shit. My back's strong though. Don't get it twisted. My motherfucking back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my strokes is all right. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe being more sensual though. I could
I'm
definitely
a very sensual nigga.
lesson on the sensual aspect of it, being a lot more instead of the physicality of it, more softer and more whatever.
See,
Right.
but that's a slippery slope now because a lot of women don't want that.
That's why I said he told me I can't fucking partnerize it. She told me
Right. No, because I did want wholehearted. You see, the problem is people don't focus on exactly where they could improve. They are always basing it upon each partner. So sometimes when we look at ourselves and try to say, hey, what can I do better? And just like as you said, well, I can be a little more sensual. Of course, not all. You're going to cater it to each partner, but not knowing how to do it or not doing it.
That's my problem right there, Ish, is that why is this just now a thing?
Facts, and that be my point.
I've been on that my whole life since I was like 15. How can you be better? How can you do this better? I've been thinking of this shit since I was 15 years old.
Right. But do you know how many people just in general conversations, just in general sex discussions, and I'm putting myself more in sexual discussions and just forums and open chats. Do we know how many people don't really, Right. But do we know how many people don't just step outside of the act of sex, just fucking and just busting a nut to say, hey, what am I doing? What can I do better? Not just for my partner, but just for my full experience and my sexual enhancement. What can I do better?
Right. Because as Nell would tell me, there are some people who put a lot of value in sex, and then there's some people who don't. I put a lot of value into it, so I'm going to value my performance. Some people don't put a lot of value into sex because it's not high on their value or priority list. High is number one on my list.
But do y'all feel like that at that point in time, the act of sex is just the act of sex?
Right. They're having intercourse.
They're just having intercourse, right? So is there a way to encourage or increase and build from that, just the act of intercourse? Is there
to it?
Right? Because some people just, it doesn't matter enough to them to even care.
Right.
And I think too that sometimes that inability to do that and to transition sometimes into not really caring, into caring enough to take a little more focus can also cause a disconnect because their partner might not necessarily be that. Their partner might be the more open, the more active, the more whatever, and they feel like they got to tone it down because they know their partner is not necessarily into that. And that's what I was trying to say.
Exactly, Ish. And that is my exact point of we have to do whatever it is that she likes because she's not going to match me.
All right, but what if it's vice versa?
What do you mean?
Like, what if she over exceeds you? And it might not happen often, but what if
then we rock.
Okay. So what if you have the ability to be great in all areas, right?
Right.
And even in the stamina portion or the extension portion where you want to go longer and all of that. What if you are even amazing in that, but you just want to far exceed yourself? But then she is just over the top with
Right.
some shit.
All right, I've seen that.
What do you do in that case?
You commend
How
her.
do
Right. Tip your fucking head
but what
to
if you're not into that?
Toast
How
now.
do you
God damn, you took me to see Jesus. Thank you.
her.
But what if you're not into some of the things that she's into?
Right.
How does the
Right.
comfortability lie
That's what
in
I'm saying.
between you
Each.
two?
That's what I'm saying. Each. You good with it. You
Yeah.
just tip your hat to her.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Right.
Like, if
But I don't.
we're making it too complicated.
Right.
No, because I really
We-
feel like there are women who can't be sexually
Right.
expressive because their person doesn't necessarily
What?
find interest in it the way that she does. So her
You
exposure to
help
things
them
that
to,
she wants.
and
Yeah.
each them to understand this is where you're at.
But what if they don't want to understand it? Let's put that in there.
She
Let's just
gotta
say.
find somebody else.
Person, baby.
Right.
You
So
got
it
you,
ain't work through it and then outsource
but
and
you
just
said
find somebody else.
No, you have to make a choice. Is this enough for me
yeah,
or do I need more?
absolutely. It's the choice that you gotta make. With
Right.
anything in life.
The
You
same way with
But you
guys.
would
The same
rather
way with
her
guys.
be, but you would rather her not suppress it, and you would rather her come out
Right.
and
I
say
would
it.
rather her not suppress it. Right.
tell me, because
Okay.
you know what? Maybe he will do. Maybe he will take necessary steps to work on his performance or do what he needs to do to figure it out for you.
No, she just might be
Mm.
over the top and you can't reach that.
But even if she is over the top and you can't reach it, maybe he might try.
Right. He can try all he want, but he ain't
But
gonna
then
reach it. So
he
let her
gonna
go.
fail.
Right.
Yeah, he gonna fail, and then she gonna be like this
Right. Let her
nigga.
go.
That Easton, you know that you got a whole unique situation.
Let her go.
All right. So I had a question. Somebody asked me a question speaking on expectations and just, expecting people to be a certain way or do a certain thing.
Right.
Do you guys, I mean, and y'all might not even watch porn a lot, but this was a question that was asked to me. Like, do you feel like guys,
Like this fucking just say
huh?
don't say we don't watch for it. Just pre-represent the question.
I know, but I had to preface it. I did have to preface it because I know I know it might be guys in the chat or whatever that might not indulge in porn. But I had a chick ask me like, "Yo, do you really feel like guys like compare like women in porns to the real shit?" And I think we even touched on this before. Like
I don't think
men that are watching porn, do they want their women to emulate that?
no, I know she's being a porn star.
No, I don't know. I don't need that. Oh,
Yes, I want you to be your natural self. If that's your natural self, cool. If it's not, cool.
yeah, I don't need fucking the head girl that do all the good head on a porn. Like that's not realistic.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're
Because I think
like we'll have expectations, Ish.
All right, be your
right,
natural self.
That
right. And I think sometimes for um women, well, this particular one, and let's just speak on this particular woman. Her concern was mainly that she was being compared to others. It might have been something verbal that she got, it might have been a feeling that she picked up, or it might have just been seeing that he was watching porn and just making her own assumption.
You're speaking on two different levels, and you're speaking on two different narratives. You're speaking on
Hmm.
a narrative that she's creating herself in her own brain, and
Right.
you're also speaking on the narrative that nigga may be addicted to porn.
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. So
These are two different things.
but when he is addicted to porn, is that necessarily when he brings in the expectation of it?
Right.
Or that only happens when he's addicted to it? Like you can watch it, not be addicted to it, and not expect your woman to want to slob your knob
Yeah,
like
that's when you are
you
addicted.
just saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's when you are addicted.
So only comes as an addiction.
Right.
Okay. Because she couldn't decipher the difference between it She knows that he watches porn a lot. He's made some mention and she gets a vibe, so she says. And she doesn't know, like she's asking herself, am I not enough? Because I'm
She
not
might not
sucking
be.
his dick
She might
like,
be approved.
well, yeah, I wouldn't know, and she might not necessarily tell me
Right.
whether she is a prude or
Now,
not,
now,
but
that can make a difference if she's approved and he's watching porn. Then yeah, that's going to be a clash. But if he's just addicted to porn and he's just wanting her to try some shit or spice some shit up, then that's open ended to her opinion if she wants to do that or not.
right, but she feels like it's almost an expectation.
Right. So
Like,
it's an expectation that he's placing upon her. So it's up to her. Do I want to do that? Do I want to be that extra or no?
well, in her mind, it's expected, it gets done.
Well, then do it. What's the problem?
But it's getting done against what she really wants
That's what
to
I
do.
just said, Ish. It's her
I
choice.
know, but she feels she does. That's what I'm trying to say. She feels she doesn't have a choice
Why do you feel that way?
because if she don't do it, somebody she feels in her mind. If she don't do it, somebody else will.
Welcome once again to life. I don't understand how people don't understand that this is life.
I know, but the problem with that is not being in healthy communication spaces to be able to communicate this type of shit and navigate through this type of shit. Because if you really ground it with your partner, if he is liking the porn or he is liking things that's happening in the porn or whatever, he should be able to safely tell you and communicate to you, hey,
I don't think you can safely tell your girl because your girl might be approved. So now she's going to be looking at you in a different fashion. Like that's too much for me. I'm not about that life. Now you're creating friction in your relationship.
this is a
Shirt
so
say-
mismatched and so uneven.
What's your shirt say, T? You got
You
Eat
should
shit or die. That's insanity. I don't feel like anybody should do that, not even on the sex level.
Eesh. Are we talking in reality or are we talking in fairy tale land?
No, it don't gotta be fairy tale land. Like fairy tale land is the reality for some motherfuckers.
Let's stop talking in fairy tale land and let's come to reality.
Listen,
Just like there's going to be men and there's going to be women that stand on the side of I'm a freak, and there's going to be men and there's going to be women that stand on the side of I'm a prude. Now, when you clash those two together, when you clash the prude with the freak, there's going to be friction. Somebody's
send the nudes. Send the nudes.
No, she don't want to send nudes. She's a prude.
Oh
There's
man.
there's going to be friction. Now it's going to be up to those two people to see if the freak says, I don't care if they send the news, I still love that person, or if the prude says, I'm not really into this, but I'll do it for you because I love you. So however y'all want to play it, this is what's gonna happen.
Send people.
Send the news, like Nell says, send the news. Man.
With and when you send the nudes, do it each style with the audio.
With the audio.
Each needs the audio.
No, what if you get a girl that be like, I'm not really into that. I'm not sending you no nudes.
What do I do?
Yeah.
No, you can't do nothing but be like, all right, what can I do?
y'all be wanting the news, but y'all don't be sending the news unless we ask. Like, get out of here. Go on with 60. Go
Let's nip
on in
this.
60 seconds with
Hold
Nell.
on,
Come on.
Hold on, let's nip this in the bud.
Where the beat dick video with the
Hold
sound?
on, let's nip this in the bud.
I don't know. I don't have.
Right, but y'all always want news.
No,
y'all always want news
always
with
want
sound.
News. First of all, I don't always want news. You can send me a regular picture of yourself, first of all. I don't always want news. I like news, and you can send me news, but I don't need news. You can send me a regular picture of yourself.
But what's wrong, H? What's wrong with sending your dude nudes of you? Like that's your dude. That you just
Nothing.
This is the problem.
Nothing.
They want news too.
We want news back.
This is what I want to tell you.
I don't want to just always send it.
This is what
now. Stop with your shit. I see you.
Listen. This is what I want to tell y'all, man. The reason that men don't send the nudes because to us it's not really a sexy thing. Like to y'all, it might be sexy, but to us, we don't think it's sexy.
Okay. So then you just don't do it?
No, I'll do
And
it
you
if
just
you ask me, but I'm not just going to do it on my own reconnaissance because it just don't. In my mind, it's just
but
like
you want us to do it on our own recognizance.
because
Just
you're a woman.
because.
Because you're a woman, it's sexy.
What do just be it is sexy on a man too.
We don't think that. Do you? My question is, do you think
Make
as a
it make
woman?
sense now. Make it
I'm
make
about
show me
to.
your
I'm about
shirt.
to.
Show me your shirt. Show me your
I'm
shirt.
about to make it make sense. I'm about to make it make sense. Ish, when you send a nude to a guy, you know without a doubt that it's sexy, right?
Okay.
That's
I'ma
my
go
point
along
right
with it.
there. When a man does that, he does not know that.
Plus, y'all always complaining about niggas
If
sending.
you my
Right.
man, I
And then
love
y'all be
it.
like, y'all don't want niggas sending y'all random fucking nudes.
But you not a random nigga. We don't want randoms from randoms.
Ish, what I'm saying to you is you as a woman, you know when you send a nigga a nude, it's sexy. The girl don't even have to be sexy. Just the fact that she sent a nude to a guy is a sexy act. It's not a sexy act for a fat, out of shape nigga to send a nude to a girl. That's not sexy in no form or fashion. I don't give a fuck what cap y'all put on this. It's not.
It's not
A nigga,
sexy in y'all mind.
listen,
How y'all telling us what we want and how
Eesh,
we feel.
Eesh, a nigga could look at a fat, ugly chick, but it's all you see is the nude. You cool. It's still sexy. That fat, ugly nigga is not sexy. Y'all can fucking lie, cap, and bullshit if y'all fucking want to. It's not fucking
Listen,
true.
I want the vids.
Go
I
ahead,
want the
man.
vids. Going with 60 seconds.
All right, so
Going
I
in 60 seconds.
know we play with this team a lot, and I want to give a big shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, actually showing up and showing out this evening, beating the Miami Dolphins 31-17 to improve their record to 6-1, the first 6-1 team of the season. With the next team playing tomorrow, if the San Francisco 49ers win, they would be another one. But shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. I know me and T give y'all hell, but y'all pulled it out tonight. I didn't have faith, but y'all made me a liar. Teams going around, and let's go. Let's start with one of our peoples here. We gave her hell last time we did a live show, so I want to give her some pleasantries. Shout outs to the New England Patriots. They beat the Buffalo Bills this Sunday, improving the record of their head coach Bill Belichick and got him his 300th win. So they beat the Buffalo Bills 29-25. So all you Patriots fans, congratulations. The New York Giants beat the Washington Commanders 14-7. The Falcons is having a kind of pretty good season this season. Is beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 16-13. The Baltimore Ravens beat up on the Lions 38-6. The Steelers beat the Rams. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals. And T's team
Let's
beat the,
go, best defense in the NFL. Let's go,
the,
best defense in the NFL.
the Cleveland Browns beat the Indianapolis Colts 39-38. I'm in a thriller. And tomorrow night's game, Monday night's game to finish up week 7 will be the 49ers playing the Minnesota Vikings. So shout outs to all your teams. Hopefully your team won this evening. If not, try better next week. Also, I'm excited to announce that game 7 with my boys will be back this Thursday, the day after Telemade Kicks, this Thursday at 8 p.m. will be actually 7 p.m. Sorry, 8 p.m. is us, 7 p.m. is them. Is game 7 returning this Thursday. So make sure not only will you be there this Wednesday for Telemade Kicks, but also you'll be there front and center this Thursday for the return of season 2 of the greatest sports show on the planet, which is game 7. And then you can follow up right there on this Saturday at 8 p.m. I guarantee you this Saturday at 8 p.m. you will see Make It Make Sense, the breast cancer awareness edition. Got a lot of great information for you, and we have.
Am I doing breast exams?
Huh?
Am I doing breast exams on Make It Make Sense?
Yeah, I told you we are coming over tomorrow and filming
Oh shit!
an actual live exam.
Let's get cracking. Free the tatas.
So we got a fun filled for you, a packed lineup for you here on, Telemay Enterprises this week, where all the networks will be networking, all the shows will be open and ready, waiting for y'all for your viewing pleasure. And I'm sure we will have an exclusive member content video for you as well. So we gotta just stay tuned right here. If you ain't already liked, subscribed, hit the notification bell for any of exclusive content that we have, any of the Make It Make Sense, any of the Game 7, any of Telemade Kicks, and us here at Uncensored Minds. You better do it right now because you don't want to miss this week. It's going to be an absolutely amazing week.
All right, can I just say, congrats to the green team and all, but can y'all just please do me one favor? Stop tailgating at 9 a.m. for an 8:30 p.m. game, because I know y'all stink and y'all dirty outside all day going to border parties. Y'all is dirty. Go home.
Also, in baseball news, we're coming down to the wire where you have these 4 teams that are playing right now, vying for their spot in the next round, which is the World Series, and you have the Houston Astros and Texas Rangers actually going to a Game 7 tomorrow. So a pivotal Game 7 is tomorrow, and you have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks Game 6, with the Phillies leading that series 3-2. Hopefully, looking to close out that series and go on to the World Series with a win tomorrow. And also, that Game 7 will decide who will represent the American League, and the Baseball League, and the Phillies and Diamondbacks who will represent the National League. So go Phils, go Phils, go Phils.
All right, as we wrap up episode 153.
Hold up, see, Game 7 coming on, and I don't know, we don't get opportunity to get on your show. Who you picking for the basketball season? Are you waiting to share that on Thursday, or can you share that now? Who's your pick for this NBA to represent the NBA this championship season?
What kind of question is that? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Game time, man.
Oh, the Sixers?
No, Dame time, man.
The Sixers?
No, I told y'all last season I wasn't gonna say nothing about my man Dame Time Lillard until he got traded to a rightful team because his team was trash. I said that last year, and now that he is on a team that is formidable, we are rolling to the chip.
Oh, we
nigga, we.
So we Bucks
We,
fan?
yes, we rolling.
Wow.
We,
I thought I done heard and seen it all.
we. Let's go. While
He-
y'all over there trying to figure out what the beard is doing and is MB gonna grow the fuck up and all these kind of things, we are rolling.
Okay,
So
his pick is no Bucks. Who is your pick, Ish?
Sixers all day.
Ooh,
The 76ers is Ish pick.
Home team.
y'all gonna see what I got a new name for them. And that'll be displayed on Thursday. I got a new name for that team. Y'all already know the green team. I got a new name for that team, and that will be displayed on Thursday.
I actually love my Philadelphia 76ers, but I am not picking them to win the NBA championship this year. I am actually picking the Phoenix Suns and my boy KD and Book over there in Phoenix. So shout outs to the Milwaukee Bucks as T's pick, Ish going with the Philadelphia 76ers, and me rocking with the Phoenix Suns. So hopefully y'all team will do as well as you want them to do this season. If not,
Can I finish my outro now?
your front office.
All right, I just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in and rocking with us all night long. This is episode 153. I do want to say to the ladies, I do love y'all.
Oh.
I just need y'all to work on yourselves. Stop being one trick ponies. And then that perfect thing that y'all like to strive to or want to achieve, you could possibly reach there if you add some more things to your portfolio. If you stop being a one trick pony, maybe you can be perfect in some sort of form or fashion. Let's work together. Let's do some things. Let's compromise. Let's make it do what it do. This is Uncensored.
Before we get up out of here, this is something that is big. Ish spoke about cancer, right? Ish, what was it? Colon? What was? I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Colon.
colon cancer,
Colon cancer.
about breast cancer. I actually make a make sense shirt that actually is representation of both. As you can see, the color shirt, it is in teal blue color, which is actually the color of colon cancer and ovarian cancer, and also the pink represents the Susan G. Komen breast cancer awareness. Those two entities coming together for this month's awareness. You can purchase shirts in these colors, and the donations will be made to also the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Fund for anyone who purchases a pink Make It Make Sense shirt. And also, if you decide to go with this color variation, then not only will half of the money go to Susan G. Komen breast cancer awareness, but also colon cancer research.
No, I got a message for each.
Okay.
This is to you, each, and all the ladies in the chat. In the words of the late great Kobe Bryant, he says something that goes a little something like this: life is going to life. You cannot live your life in worry and stress that is going to drive yourself crazy. Do what you can do and push forward and let that other shit go, because all that worry and stress leads to a bad, timid life.
Since we
Great words. Great words.
we quoting famous men, can I the famous Will Smith and saying I'm gonna try and support her through it all, no matter what.
No matter if she's fucking August on that red top table. She's fucking August on the red top table, and Nell's going to support you right on through the fucking.
I love her. I was by it.
I love her. I love her.
Hey, yo, thank you for putting up with our shit. I know we could be. It sounds like we could be harsh and we could be very critical, but we also it's coming from a place of helping understand we can change and make better, better strides to come together as one. That's all we want. We want equality, and we come together and love on each other the right way. Y'all get up out of here. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see y'all again on Wednesday for Telemade Kicks. Peace.
Peace.